Check 1 2 1 2, bitch.
What's up, everybody?
What up?
This is episode 152 of the iLLogical Sense podcast. This is your boy Busby.
Give me a hell yeah!
And over here it's your boy JC No Hats.
Well, all right.
Oh, my bad.
That's my intro.
Hey, Martine.
Didn't we do this already?
I don't know.
All right, for sure.
I didn't mean to press it. That's the thing. It was sensitive. Anyway, fuck all y'all doing.
Cool.
I'm chilling.
Happy International Podcast Day.
Yeah, I didn't know that today was that day.
That's a thing?
I guess.
Round of applause to all the podcasters.
For real, all around the world, Craig.
Helps us, shit.
I know, right?
Get a day.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know who makes up these days, man. That's your podcast day, and that's your brother and sister day, international, whatever. The niggas just make up days, and it goes viral.
I saw International Burger Day. I got mad because I ate pizza that day. I was like, what the fuck? Well, they ate a burger.
I guess.
That was like 2 weeks ago.
International Burger Day?
International Burger Day.
I know it was International Pizza Day.
I must have looked this shit up. Who made International Podcast Day? Let's look this up right now.
I don't know.
Who makes up all these days?
It just happens.
Like, the shits don't even make sense half the time.
They just be like regular,
it's like, oh, this
random
is
ass
Sunday,
days.
but it's not on a Sunday.
It's Sunday, but it's not on a Sunday. Hey.
You know?
All right, history. This is on internationalpodcastday.com. History. Just as podcasts and podcasting has evolved over the years, International Podcast Day has done the same. In 2014, National Podcast Day was celebrated with 6 hours of broadcasting.
Okay.
After quickly realizing the power of podcasts internationally, we rebranded into what we are today, International Podcast Day. Between 2015 and 2019, we broadcasted hundreds of hours around the globe, inviting podcasters and industry leaders from 55 different countries to share their podcast journeys, personal stories, and expertise. It is important to recognize the history, but move forward celebrating the power of podcasts. So apparently, this is the fourth
year?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, shit.
The fuck was I?
Fuck was we? Like, I didn't know this shit.
5 years.
Yeah,
Technically 6 because they started in 2014, but 5 years since they've been doing.
Shit.
I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, all right.
Alrighty then.
Still doesn't say who the fuck started it.
I don't know. Shit. Good for them. Anyway. Shit, I go to the movies. There was nothing really playing. I was thinking about seeing that Brad Pitt movie, but that shit was boring. So I was waiting for Joker.
Didn't know you had one.
That space movie.
See, I said the exact same thing to him earlier today.
Astray,
what?
whatever. Tommy Lee Jones is in it. Yeah, it don't matter. It's fucking boring.
I felt like I was in San Francisco all fucking week last week.
Oh man, we gotta talk about that shit.
Like, legit, I felt like I was in San Francisco all week, and I was only there for 2 days.
Yeah.
Shit.
Well, me and JC went to wrestling.
Give me a hell
Went
yeah!
to Smackdown, actually. WWE Smackdown. It was like their second day in San Francisco. They were at the Chase Center.
Yeah.
The new Warriors Arena. And boy.
Shout out to my plug for hooking us up with we were seat fillers.
Seat fillers!
So we got to, literally got to our home base was right there next to the ring. Mm-hmm. And because TV is another form of virtual reality.
Yeah.
They got to give the impression that nobody ever gets up out their seats to take a piss or go get some food. So whenever the main cameras are on certain sections and they're empty,
Right.
producers are calling in each other. And they would literally come to the home base, start grabbing people like, just go up there and just sit down.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Shit.
So, literally.
Edgar was looking at me like, I think this is our peak, guy. We've been to damn near almost every WWE type event. And this is like, we actually kind of low-key work for the WWE for free.
Yeah.
It's saying, we didn't get paid for that. But like, yeah, you represent the WWE. I'm like, the fuck?
Bruh, I mean, not only, you got free tickets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
free tickets. And just moved around.
You basically worked for the tickets.
I guess, yeah.
That's fucking worth it to me. Shit.
Hey, fuck it.
No, it definitely was.
But the Warriors, it was our first time actually in the Chase Center. And all I'm gonna say to you people that live in the Bay Area that want to go to the Chase Center, and if you're a hardcore Warrior fan, I hope you have bread. I hope you have money because
or your baby daddy's sister's cousin knows somebody that knows somebody.
It's like that, huh?
When we were in the certain seats in a certain section, there was this group in front of us that didn't watch wrestling. How I knew that because they were just like commentating on how
they look like they
just got out of work.
They got tickets come from work.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
But they were literally sitting right in front of us, and they were nice ass seats too. Like, oh, they were feeling nice. And also because the people right in front of them, they got up and left. Yeah, enjoy the show, guys. What the fuck you mean enjoy the show? The show just started. But whatever.
Wait, what? So they didn't stay for none of the shit?
No, not the ones that got up and left, like sitting next to us.
They were like funneling people in and out, same way they were funneling us.
Yeah.
Like there was like different people sitting in those seats.
So anyway, yeah. So then this people in front of us was just like, they were getting hors d'oeuvres and shit like that. They were getting like fucking water and fucking tacos and just hella shit. I was fucking hungry as fuck. I didn't eat all day. I'm looking at that shit like, oh, you rich motherfuckers. and then I put two and two together because I was looking at the Gucci shoe that dude was wearing and shit. I'm like, oh, so y'all niggas rich. I want to take out my ski mask. I'll rob your ass right. Nah, but then I was looking at Jay said, oh, you rich.
I am no way affiliated with
you affiliated with me.
No way affiliated
I just want to make this shit clear.
with any of this 6ix9ine foolery going on right now.
Oh shit, he took it there.
There's powerful niggardry at work.
But nah, seriously, I was just looking at them like, you rich motherfuckers. And then that's when I put two and two together, like, y'all motherfuckers really gentrified this shit. And I was like, I know, I'm always hearing about it, but shit, man. And then what makes it worse, I've seen the old fucking 12 Years a Slave nigga come back with the fucking food and shit, serving these white folks. Yeah, that's fucked up, but still, he was black. And,
Wow.
And then I was sitting next to this other black dude who was actually a seat filler, and he works at the Chase Center, and he was asking me, you know how much that dude makes? And I was like, how much? He makes $45 an hour.
What kind of shit is that?
You know how much I make? Because I work in a warehouse to get all the food and shit. And I was like, how much you make? $18 an hour.
What kind of shit is that?
And I was like, ain't that about a bitch? Still fun though. Everything about it. I mean, capitalism like a motherfucker. And I was like, I feel bad for you Warrior fans, man.
I don't.
I mean, okay, the hardcore, like the really hardcore fans that have been there from the beginning.
I don't.
I know you don't, because you hate them niggas.
Yeah. I don't feel bad.
It was just...
Yeah, basically.
And then I was wondering, like, what happened to the dudes that left when me, JC, and Edgar were leaving, because you got like a fucking $10 cup. And he's like, I ain't getting rid of this shit. Don't blame me.
Yeah, you know the souvenir cups?
Oh yeah.
It's like $9, but you get unlimited refills.
Yeah.
So I'm literally like drinking. They're like, you still hold the cup? I'm like, motherfucker, I paid for it. Like, it's ain't a cup you throw away.
No, but
it's the hieroglyphic shit all on. You know the it's a designer cup.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't like one of those little paper cups. Like, I should have. No, I paid $9 for that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find a way to bring it back into that damn arena too.
For sure.
Yeah.
So we were walking and we went to the fucking bar and that shit was huge. That looked like a fucking bar from like downtown.
So when we were at, like I said, we were ringside. You got to go up to the third floor to get up to the concessions.
Yeah, you got to go up escalators and shit. Yeah.
And there's multiple concession areas.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like, and it's not like San Jose.
Not like the SF Center.
It's not like where you just walk in and everything's around. No, there's legit certain areas specifically designed for concessions.
Oh shit.
It's not like you can just walk around the arena and you get nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
One does 2 or 3 designated places for that.
Yeah.
That's it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know. I was just
That's
like,
crazy.
It is. It's huge. But the bar literally looks like a club downtown.
Yeah.
It literally looks like they could throw a party. Like, I was like, that's where the motherfuckers were. They went. Then I was just really thinking about it. I'm going like, okay, Warrior Games are going to be the only thing over here. I'm like, oh, they're going to have like MMA fights here. They're going to have hella other shit here. They're going to be hella... And then all around it, you see the Uber shits there and fucking Old Navy headquarters is there. It's literally the Silicon Valley. And they're not even done building the shit yet. They still got...
headquarters is close by.
Yeah.
Shit.
And they still got restaurants all around that's not even open yet. Like,
So picture Santana Row with an arena.
huge arena.
Like
Literally.
inside the arena and shit.
No. Picture Santana Row.
Yeah.
And in the midst of that, there's an arena there. That's exactly what it is.
That's what that shit is.
Okay, I get you.
They're literally restaurants all around. So and they have a big ass jumbo screen right outside.
Huge.
So you know how the Raptors do when they don't have the fans that get inside?
Yep.
It's designed just for that.
You can literally watch
exactly
the games.
when he explained it to me on the ride over here and shit. I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Like Jurassic Park and shit.
So hypothetically, if the Warriors go to the finals and shit, everyone's gonna be either inside or they're gonna be literally outside watching it on the big screen.
It's a beautiful facility.
Like, the real fans are going to be outside.
Yeah.
Then, that's what I meant. Yep. Yeah. Oh, it's billions of dollars. Shit.
It's a really, really beautiful facility.
And getting out there, and I mean,
just won't be seeing the Lakers play there for at least 5 years.
Shit. I mean, I was just looking at this shit. I was like, this shit was like fucking motherfucking you rich motherfuckers. That's all I kept saying to myself. You rich motherfucking shit. Should never gave you niggas money. All around, Smackdown was fun. Smackdown was fun. Speaking of wrestling,
that was Tuesday for me.
Oh yeah, Tuesday, yeah.
And then Wednesday, me and Kev went back to go see Rick Ross.
How was that? I was going to ask you about that.
If he was a good performer, he's clearly past his time.
Oh, that bad, huh?
Yeah.
Shit.
Oof.
Yeah. Oof. But it was one of the things where it was like, having seen Nipsey and not knowing that was the last time I was going to see Nipsey.
Right.
Like, it's literally one of those things where I'm just not getting artists.
Did Ross have a band with him?
No. It was him and Whole Slap.
Who?
His nigga from way back when that appeared on the Hood Billionaire album.
So it's like that was his hype man?
Yeah.
You have any special guests with him?
No. There was no opener.
I thought Burner showed up on...
Okay, so there was no opener.
Okay.
It was like a Miami vibe for like the first hour.
Okay.
Music-wise, and everybody was just chilling. All of a sudden, he comes up on stage. He jumped through a few of his solo hits from way back, so got the crowd going.
Okay.
Then he made the mistake of doing his verses from featured songs that nobody knew. Like doing his verse from Bugatti when we didn't even know Ace Hood's verse. We just knew Future doing Bugatti.
Shit.
Yeah, that was the only song I only knew. I didn't know he was on that.
know the hook.
He did more of that. He touched on like 5 songs from Port of Miami 2. None of them was Gold Roses.
Well, yeah, because Drake is the star of that damn shit.
He did 3 songs with that featured Drake, including that one of the joint that Drake dropped after they won the finals.
Money in the Sand.
He played that, and it was just Drake's verse. He
just
didn't do
Drake's
his
verse?
He didn't even...
So
Wait,
you mean the hook, or you mean Drake's whole verse?
Whatever the fuck, I don't remember. He played Drake, and he didn't do anything from that.
Okay.
he didn't even perform nothing.
Nah,
he just was like...
So yeah, that's so your thought of Drake's all of it that goes out the door because he did 3 Drake songs that he was on. He didn't do any of the Maybach musics.
You can't. You need a band for that shit.
Yeah,
you kind of need a live band.
Nah, you really don't, dude.
Nope.
But like,
if that's your signature series, you can at least do one.
At least.
That's his signature series.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he didn't do that. He took long-winded timeouts, like NFL length timeouts.
Oh, was he just talking to the crowd?
No, just to catch his breath. Then he was talking with DJ Sam Sneak, trying to figure out what the next songs were going to be.
He was fucking high.
Then he brought Burner out. So before he brought Burner out, they did a tribute to Nip.
Let me guess what song it was. Last time that I checked.
No.
Okay.
No.
Damn.
He actually so to start it, he played because he played one of his songs and it actually flowed with what he was. Forgot which one of those songs he did, but it actually flowed. And then he played Racks in the Middle.
Okay.
And then he brought Burner out. And then at that point, we were like, okay, Burner clearly gave him a pound of cookies to get on here.
Yeah, for sure.
You remember Yauda?
Yeah, I haven't heard that name in forever.
Brought Yauda out.
And I bet he had no reaction.
He actually got some good reaction.
Oh, wow.
I was actually surprised people knew
who he was.
Whipping, I don't know if it was Whipping White or Whipping Work, but I'm surprised a lot of people knew what that song was. That song's like way fucking back.
Yeah, that was like in 2014-ish.
Yeah.
That was the only thing he released.
Yeah.
That I know of.
He did one more song and then
I forgot he's on Maybach Music.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then you know how you do, something great that he did. He did his, he let the instrumental bridge from Devil in a New Dress. He let that play and he did his whole verse from that. So at least I could say, all right, you did your top 5 verses of your career. Okay. So I'll rock with that. And then remember how we were confused by Travis Scott when he just ended, but it was in a good way because it was like, you know, it kind of matched the theme.
Yeah.
He just kind of ended, and then he just started signing copies of his book.
Well, so he didn't say bye or nothing? He just...
Nah, he finished the song, and then another song started playing, and he's like, I'm about to sign. And then he just started signing his books. And then me and Kev just kind of looked at each other like,
I'm about to sign.
We can go.
It was the music
Like,
just still
that's it?
playing in the back.
Alright.
The music was just playing in the background while he was signing.
Yeah, music just playing in the background.
Fucking elevator music and shit.
No, not even that. It was legit. Like, it was some of his songs. We thought he was getting ready to take a break and then do a finale. Nah, he
not even an encore.
Not even that shit.
Nah,
He was just like, nah, it's
I'm gonna start signing books.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go sign.
Yeah.
Was he writing an art? He's autographing books. Do we leave now or?
I just looked at Kev. I was like, we can go now. Yeah.
He probably performed again. You don't even know.
No.
Damn, you sound disappointed.
Damn.
I'm not so much disappointed in the fact that I didn't go in there expecting much.
Yeah.
Just that, you know, you just kind of expect somebody
As
that's
with
been
that
around
caliber for a minute.
that's been around for a cool minute to just have a different set list.
Was Gucci Man's? I think so. You think Gucci Man's was better than Ross's
Yes.
set? Yeah, I remember Gucci Man's set. He was fun.
Gucci's was
Nipsey was better because he had a live band. He interacted.
Rick
more
Ross.
and shit.
Rick Ross. I would definitely put with Migos and Future.
As the worst performance.
Wow.
In terms of performers.
Yeah, Migos strong trash live.
Migos, awesome music. Just,
They are trash live.
yeah, it's
Who else? Who else is trash? Who else did you say?
Future.
I can see Future just walking
Future,
around.
Yeah.
Future, Dirty Sprite. Everything leading up to Dirty Sprite, Future was dope. And then after that, it was just like he like, you know, I don't want to say zone up, but you know how when you play video games and you power up.
Yeah.
It was like once he left Dirty Sprite 2, like he powered down and then he was like back to normal.
Damn.
Like literally. Like,
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks. That's annoying.
but at least I got to see. You know what I'm saying?
that's
Like,
why I'm very
I got to make my own decision based on.
That's why I'm very careful of who I go see live. I can tell who sucks live, who will suck live, and who will put on perform. Big Crit puts on great performances.
Yeah,
Who
I'll
else
be
puts-
there next week.
Big Sean puts on great performances. Kanye, obviously.
Not so much anymore.
No, I mean on stage. You know what I mean.
If he makes it through the
Yeah.
performance
Okay,
and shit.
if he gives a fuck, but you know what I mean. He puts on a show. That's what I mean. I've never been to a Drake show. I'm trying to think. Jay-Z puts on a great show. He's a great performer. Who else? I'm trying to think. Who else? Kendrick, of course. Snoop, of course. You know, people that you know that's gonna like give a fuck when they you know, Travis Scott, obviously. I mean, that's like a
Oh my God!
so.
But yeah, after that it was like, all right, I've done San Francisco. I don't need to be up here for the rest of the year. So
Yeah,
I'm good.
depending on who else shows up there, because
Yeah, you never know.
You never know, because me and JC were talking about like, man, we ain't gonna be back up here, and then we kind of figured out a way to get back up to the Chase Center. I'm like, okay, we figured it out, but it's just like
Transportation is
I was just talking about
dope.
it.
Like it's very genius how they do the transportation. So you got obviously a BART, but then you can connect and get on the Muni.
Yeah.
And your event ticket is your ticket to get on Muni, so you don't have to pay anything extra.
Yeah.
Had we fucking known that, we would have never had to check off on BART, which, you know, of course runs. It shows where you're at, so it deducts the amount.
Right.
We never had to do that. We just would have connected to the Muni, and it would have taken us straight to the event.
It's literally straight there.
Man, you guys should have took the Caltrain.
He was telling us
that's
that.
why I kind of mentioned that last week and shit.
So I asked my boys who did that.
Yeah.
And they were like, nah, we should have took a part.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow.
Just because the Muni and that plays a good effect. Because we were on a time restriction.
Yeah.
So we jumped straight in the Uber. But the Uber took just as long as the damn Muni, and we had to walk around to get to what's known as the west side of the arena.
Yeah.
Oh,
Where
so
the
you had to
Muni,
go all the way around.
drops you off right in front of the west side.
Literally
shit.
right there. I'm saying, it's like, and if we would have known that, we would have took that shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, motherfucker. Well, this motherfucker. The 6ix9ine saga continues, as always. The marathon continues. The 6ix9ine saga, the Snitch 9 trial continues.
Please don't put those two together.
Aye, man.
Please, just don't.
Shit.
Please don't do that.
Anyway, Snitch 9.
Snitching runneth over.
The saga continues when it comes to Snitch 9. So, turns out according to what TMZ said, I don't know how they got this information, but he doesn't want witness protection.
Oh, yeah. There's powerful niggardry at work here.
Apparently, he wants a 24/7 protection service, like 24/7 security around him at all times. And, just protect him and his family. And also, he plans on continuing his music career, according to sources. And he says he plans on hiding in plain sight.
How do you do that when you got rainbow colored hair and you got 6ix9ine tattoos all over your body? How do you hide in plain sight?
Anyway,
I have no clue.
I don't know. They also said...
I don't know.
TMZ also...
I have to remember that this motherfucker said he didn't finish 10th grade because... Apparently, he doesn't know what hiding in plain sight actually means.
I don't know, man.
Seriously.
Also, TMZ also reports that sources close to 6ix9ine while he's in jail. I don't know how to get these sources, but he's talking shit still. Like, he's still talking shit, and he believes that his career is going to flourish. He feels all the rappers talking shit about him right now are jealous, and he can't wait till he gets out, apparently.
And he thinks he's going to be bigger than he was.
Yeah, he's
like,
falling
that shit makes no fucking sense
Makes sense to me. Like I said last week, I said that shit, and I fully believe because streets are dead. Like, niggas are idiots. I mean, not niggas are idiots, but just this how it is and how he's just gonna walk around. That's the thing that's scaring about it.
Free!
Bro.
Speaking of more snitches, according to other reports, they said the 9 Trey Bloods, they still had informants. They had informants within the 9 Trey Bloods since 2013.
Yeah. So you can't really put it all on 6ix9ine at this point. They just caught the most visible affiliate.
They put him in there.
Yeah,
it's crazy, man. I fully believe that boy gonna die. I at this point, if he comes out doing exactly what he just said, which I kind of believe he's gonna do, he's going to die.
Well, you can put music out, but as far as him performing, I find that highly doubtful.
Hard.
Oh my god.
And the reason why is so when I was in school last year, one of the projects was we had to do all of our research on what it takes to put on a show, and then actually budget in for that. Yeah. For a hip hop show, you got to take out at least $250,000 to $500,000 just because it's hip hop for a show.
Yeah,
you got to take out that kind of insurance. What do you think the insurance you got to take out for somebody that's been on the stand and may have killers out looking for them? Because it ain't going to be $500,000 max.
That's right.
And you think any promoter is going to, and club owners are going to even think about, like, do they want this at their club?
Do they want this type of fuckery at their shit?
Because the reward does not outweigh the risk.
It's blood money.
Yeah.
It's
and
like blood money.
I mean, it's been going on even before he went in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, dude.
Because he has all that heat on him.
So he may feel like he can put out music, which ain't nobody stopping him from doing that.
Nope.
But in terms of performing, he is going to be hard pressed to do that with trying to convince people that it's good. I got security 24/7, and it's like motherfucker JFK had security everywhere.
Head popped off.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's real shit.
Martin Luther King has security everywhere.
Yup.
I'm saying it's funny to me when I'm seeing all this shit. I'm like, dude, when I said this shit at first, I didn't know what was gonna happen to him. But I'm gonna say this: if he's gonna get out on time, because for all the shit he did, he is going to die. He is not going to make it to 2021. Another thing I've kind of found interesting to me, because I was watching Hot 97 and like Hot 90 YouTube page, and Peter Rosenberg kind of brought up a interesting point. They didn't talk to Elliot Grangy. Now, do you know who he is? Or I can't even pronounce his name.
No.
Yeah, he is son of Lucien Grangy. He is the CEO of UMG, who is one of the most powerful people in the industry. His son is the one who signed 6ix9ine and Trippie Redd to the label and shit like that. And he's the one that's been kind of low-key funding him on the low. And they didn't call him to take the stand during the trial. Not once.
Is he white?
Yep.
Oh, that's why.
Oh, well, there you go.
Problem solved.
Yeah, I know. Yep. Ding, ding. It's just quite interesting, and it's kind of known that they're funding this shit. So that's why. And if he's if 6ix9ine is an informant, or if something is going down, he's probably behind it. It's just, I don't know, man.
He's funding with the drug money from Cuba. That the U.S. government put in. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Shit.
And them doors are gonna start closing, man. If 6ix9ine gets out, I guess the trial is kind of like dwindling down a bit, and we're not gonna find out until probably sometime next month what his sentencing is gonna be. I don't know, man. Shit, I got nothing else to say. We'll see what else it still develops.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if he gets out and he's able to walk around, that leads to the theory that he is a plant.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's for sure.
I mean, I don't know too many people that would just be able to walk around with absolutely no fear. They're not going to be touched based off of 24/7 security that they likely can't afford. Because that's another thing, security as it is ain't cheap.
Hell no.
So 24/7 security.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The Secret Service, bro. Like, they ain't gonna protect you, man.
That's wild, man.
Yeah.
It's wild, man, and it's still crazy. I'm thinking about it. Like, if he does get out, he's gonna if he still keeps trying to do the same shit he was doing. Ugh, man. I don't know. I already wasted all my energy on that shit last week, but yeah, the saga continues. The good news, I guess. J-Lo and Shakira are going to be on the Super Bowl. They're going to do the halftime show. So we're beyond kneeling. We're going to watch these Latinos shake their hips for like 15 minutes.
I'll stop kneeling for that.
I'm down.
Wow. I really got
Niggas stop kneeling for less, B.
I got nothing to say about that. I'm happy. J-Lo's been fucking damn near campaigning for this. Got her little Oscar buzz. And if it's going to happen, when is the Oscars? In February-ish? Or January?
I don't know. Oscars? I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
You.
I'm asking y'all. Shit, sometimes you know.
The only show I be tuning into, low-key, is the Grammys. And even then, it's kind of like...
Yeah, I don't even know when that shit comes up. Like, I just wait till they announce it and shit.
Yeah, but Shakira and J-Lo in the Super Bowl, they're going to be probably adding people. They're probably going to add fucking DJ Khaled.
Oh,
Pitbull's already in talks.
Oh, yeah, Pitbull will be there. You already know.
That makes perfect
sense. They're probably going to get Rick Ross to be on there, too. They're going to try to squish everybody on that shit.
But,
They should. Well, yeah.
After you just trashed them, bro. I mean, come on.
They shouldn't.
But, but
Black Miami, Taylor. So I get it.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, it's going to be interesting. We're going to see. Anyway, this is interesting when it comes to Star Wars, nigga.
Oh my God! Okay.
I found this little tidbit really interesting. So, Bob Iger, he's like the CEO of Disney. He wrote a new book, and he revealed something that was pretty interesting to me. So, in his book, he said that George Lucas felt betrayed about how Disney treated Star Wars. So, yeah, I know.
What kind of shit is that?
So, he pretty much is angry at Disney because they didn't, when he was getting negotiations with them to fucking sell his, like, pretty much all the rights to him and shit like that, he knew they were going to do 7, 8, and 9, so he gave them an outline of, like, story points on what was going to happen in each episode, 7, 8, and 9 and shit, and he kind of said, like, yeah, just follow them, and, they agreed that, yeah, you can be like a consultant and shit like that along the way, and he agreed with it. So he sold it to them for $4.5 billion. There's a lot of fucking money.
That is a shit ton of money.
But then after that, when Disney bought that shit, they looked at it. Are you gonna follow that shit?
No.
And and pretty much went along with what we have now. And George Lucas is low-key pissed off about that shit. And I'm kind of just like, well, nigga, you sold it to them for $4.5 billion.
Seriously.
You can't be mad about it.
$4.5 billion, bro.
Hey, Martine, I'm going to sell you my car, but you got to make sure that, you only drive on the terrain. You can't take it on the cliffs or anything like that.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, all right. Okay, cool. Just give me money. Thanks.
All right, for sure.
Yeah, that's what
I find out this nigga's taking pictures on the fucking canyons and I get upset.
Yep.
So, nigga, you took the fuck out of here.
That's what I was going to ask, because that was like, he'd had that Star Wars shit for like fucking years, and that's his baby. So I'm gonna ask y'all, would y'all be able to sign over your empire, give over all your creative fucking input to something that you create and just give it over to an empire?
No.
Like Disney?
No.
Yeah?
No.
Okay. Well,
I would at least I would still need to have stake in it.
Yeah. That's why I was shocked when he gave it over to Disney for $4.5 billion. I thought he would have had some like creative input onto the shit. But
like I would, well, it depends on what let's scratch that.
Okay.
It depends on what I helped create. Because
some like Star, like that's probably why Dave Chappelle walked away.
Because if I helped create something that was on par of, I don't know, let's just say I had the
Star Trek.
Well, let's just say I grew up and I inherited from my grandpa. I inherited the production company that funded both Fresh Prince and Martin.
Okay.
And all, just they were all under the umbrella, syndication, all that.
Yeah.
Probably not because it's still very popular.
Yeah.
And more money and shit like that.
Versus if I started a label and it just so happened I, was working with an A&R that was like, I'm going to sign 6ix9ine. Yeah, I'm going to sell that shit right away. Take it. I don't want nothing to do with it.
Give me a hell yeah.
You take it off my hands.
When you put it in that way,
No. It depends.
Yeah, I feel
like
for it's about to fall off a cliff. Yeah, go ahead, take it, bro.
That is that's cashing in while you still can.
Yeah. And he had the fucking, like, when it comes to George Lucas, he's had this Star Wars shit for like years, and that's his baby, and he had creative control over everything. So when you give it over to a fucking empire like Disney for $4.5 billion, you gave up control.
Yeah.
Either that or, just sign a deal where you still retain majority control. 51-49.
Something like that, yeah. Disney probably
if you're going to get pissed off about it, then you should do a 51-49 deal where I still have the say-so at the end of the day. You want to get down, you want to lay down.
But but if he sold it just outright for $4.5 billion, that's it. Go do
you should have just knew. You should have knew something was going on
at that point.
You should have knew something was going on when Disney just said, all that expanded universe shit that you all did, like all the books, video games, that shit that's not canon no more. So when they cut all that shit out, I should have just told you something. And he said when he watched Force Awakens, he was just like,
what kind of shit is that?
It's the same movie as the New Hope. And I'm just like, well, nigga, you gave up control.
That's what we all said when we saw episode 1.
Not really.
Episode 1 was garbage.
Oh, episode 1 was trash, but it was nothing like A New Hope.
Yeah.
No, what I'm saying is we all saw episode 1 and we was like, what kind of shit is that?
Oh. I thought you said. I thought you meant what George Lucas was saying. It was the same shit.
From the consumer's perspective.
Oh, they were in denial at first. They were in denial. And fans were in denial at first.
See, that's what I don't get, though, is how they could hate on the newest one.
Especially the Last Jedi.
When fucking episode 1 came out, they were raving about that shit.
Well, no. Like, they hated episode 1. When episode 1 came out, it had bad reviews. The nerds were in denial because it was like the long.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm talking about the fans.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the fans were like, "Oh no, it's good. It's good. It's good."
I still cannot understand.
This new one though was the Last Jedi.
The last one was the Last Jedi.
They hated on that shit.
That was still wild to me. I still love that movie, man. And they're saying now in the Last Jedi, they're not gonna focus on shit that happened. They're gonna focus on what happened in Last Jedi, but not really. They're kind of
like moving past it.
Not past it. They're gonna acknowledge it, but they're not gonna acknowledge certain stuff that happened allegedly.
In other words, just go into Christmas Day, no expectations.
Pretty much.
Seriously.
That's all you do.
Because
that sounds scary.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, regardless of how we feel about George Lucas, the trilogies, like the prequel trilogy and the original trilogy, they all have certain. It's like a tragic. That he calls it the yin and yang of each other. Like episode 1 through 3 is about the tragedy of Anakin Skywalker. It's like the leading into what happened to Anakin Skywalker. Episodes 4, 5, and 6, it's Luke Skywalker trying to redeem Anakin. This shit, there is no fucking. We don't know what's going on. We don't know what's leading into what.
We're just trying to figure out who fucked who to get Rey.
Yeah,
seriously.
How the hell did she become the Goku?
Yeah.
How did she become the Goku of fucking of Jedis and shit? And what the fuck?
Fucking wait for Morpheus to come out here. She's the one.
But we
how, motherfucker?
How, Sway? How? Are we even gonna get that answer? I don't know. We just know Palpatine's back. How? I don't know. That's all.
Shit happens.
Yeah. Shit happens. The Force, nigga.
Speaking of back, y'all see DMX is back with Def Jam?
Oh yeah, I know he's back.
Yeah, I seen it.
I saw I didn't read the GQ, and I saw the GQ video of him breaking down his best records and shit.
That was good.
That's cool.
The GQ article was good too. I just thought it was funny they tried to get him dressed like Duckwing Duck.
Duckwing Duck.
Shit, like fucking Nick Fury and shit.
Yeah.
X Fury.
I saw that. I immediately blamed Def Jam right after.
Motherfucking Def Jam.
This is y'all motherfuckers' fault.
Fucking label, man.
Y'all fault.
Shit.
Like, this is bullshit. I am glad that he looks healthy.
He does look healthy.
Oh, definitely that.
Like that was most. I mean, I'm upset with a lot of Def Jam on X's behalf. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like I just hope they do right by him because for all intents and purposes, it does not look like it's going to go well.
Because fuck Def Jam in your eyes. Do you blame Def Jam for Kanye not coming out on time?
No, that's Kanye.
Yeah,
but see, the thing with DMX, I'm not done with DMX.
I know. We'll get to him soon. But go on.
The more I started looking into it, I was like, well, how realistic is it that DMX is actually going to drop an album again? As far as Def Jam goes. Because they putting all their money into Logic and Suicide Hotline for cash.
And Alicia Kerr.
They've also invested in a lot of no names trying to,
a bunch of youngsters.
Yeah,
that don't even blow up.
Yeah,
chances are they won't too.
So I'm legit looking at it like, well, why would you sign the deal? And then somebody brought it up and was like, well, what if that was a way for him to leave with at least a portion of his masters? And I was like, That made me question it. Like, would I actually go back and sign a deal just to grab my shit? Basically, you let me back in the house just to grab my shit so I can leave, and you can do whatever the fuck you want to do with it afterwards. But at least let me grab my shit.
Yep.
From that standpoint, I was like, if that is true, then this is great for everybody.
Yeah.
Well, not so much Def Jam because they can't profit off of it without his say.
No, but DMX, definitely.
Yeah. What was the last album DMX dropped?
Undisputed.
That was back in
2014.
Yeah, that was the last one.
And then he redid. He dropped an updated version of his greatest hits because, again, this will lead me to believe the masters because Def Jam owns the masters. So he did the JoJo thing before JoJo actually, where he re-recorded all the greatest hits.
Really? Yeah. What's it called? Just called The Greatest Hits?
The Greatest Hits, yeah.
And he just re-recorded.
Because his greatest hits, that the big one that got funded was Pick of the Litter. This one was just greatest hits. And he re-recorded everything.
So Up in Here and all that shit.
Everything, yeah.
Oh, so JoJo, I never heard a rapper do that. That's interesting.
Yeah, we gotta rewrite history because, going back looking at it, he was the first one, as far as I can remember, out of all the names that did that.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
And then I also learned, when I did that playlist a while ago, why Slippin' only has the edited versions.
Why?
It's because the man that he sampled from, and I forget his name, he's a jazz musician. He said the only way you can release this is if there ain't no cursing in it.
He pulled what Aretha did to Kanye on School Spirit.
Yeah. So that's why I have the full-fledged explicit version.
Yeah.
But everywhere else, that's why it's edited. So it was not his fault. It was literally either I can release this song, which is, it's a classic song as far as we're concerned, or I can leave it in the vault and it never be used and I just wasted all my energy.
Yeah. So, the X had to do that shit.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Kanye.
Kind of sucks though, but
no, it definitely does.
Well, speaking of what sucks, Kanye stands. I told y'all it wasn't gonna come out. I knew it wasn't gonna come out. Martine thought it was gonna come out.
What kind of
No. I wouldn't say that I thought or...
You said it. That was your prediction.
No. Well, fuck. If you ask me if it is or not, I'm going to say yes. Why? Because he said it was. Kim said it was. So
everybody thought it was.
Yeah. Why not?
Technically, you were right. He did release it to Detroit in a listening session without their phones, but they snuck their phones in and still recorded the shit anyway.
Of course.
Anyway.
Thank you, Detroit.
Jesus is king.
What? Don't do that.
I told you I was gonna do it.
Don't do that shit.
Nah, Jesus is King is the album title. And I wish we could review it, but didn't drop. I mean, I don't know what to push.
Dun dun.
I don't know why people were surprised.
I wasn't surprised either. After the life of Pablo, I know this is who he is now. Like, I still firmly believe when all them good drops last year, Pusha T had to literally yank that shit away from his ass to make sure that shit dropped on time.
Wouldn't doubt that.
I wasn't surprised. What I was surprised though was people like you and everybody else giving updates about it.
Oh, I had to, because it was funny.
I was like,
it was funny.
And I was like, why?
Why not?
Seriously.
Why not? Because
I did so many things, and I had so many activities that took place. And every time I would look up, it was like people were updating. I'm like, why? Go outside. Go have fun.
Yeah. It was Kanye. It was Kanye fans. Well, the only one that's really interesting to me about this album was that there's a certain track that reunited the Clips, not just the Clips, both Pusha and No Malice.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure? Stay
And I was like, hold up, what? He got. How the hell did he convince him? Fuck Pusha. How the hell did he convince No Malice to be on this shit? And not only that, he had motherfucking Kenny G on this shit.
Still wasn't enough for me to give it more attention than.
But that's still random to hear the Clips and Kenny G on the same fucking record. That's just, and from the clip I heard, it sounded fire.
I'm sure it did.
I'm sure it did.
But you know who's spearheading all this? Kanye.
Exactly.
Not
So
Def Jam.
why set yourself up to be like, oh yeah, that's fire. I wish I could hear it. Nah, don't even play it at all. So that way you won't be let down.
I'm not let down. His fans are. I was getting text messages.
Are you not a fan of Kanye?
I'm a fan, but there's a difference. I know how he is. Other fans still get their fucking hopes up. It's funny to me. I was getting text messages from my homeboy like, "Is I'm coming." I'm like, dude, why are you waiting? You know this shit ain't coming. I'm like, he said to it. Well, Kim said Sunday. I was like, okay. Yep. I was like, all right, you go do that. Go wait. And then Sunday at 9:00 happened, and what happened? Nothing happened. I'm like, you set yourself up for that. So Kanye fans is getting their hopes up.
Niggas be skipping church on Sunday all the time to watch football, and for some strange reason they thought that, oh, well, I'm gonna skip football because I'm gonna have an album about church. And it was like, fam,
go to Sunday service to listen to thinking Kanye's gonna drop it. Kanye still hasn't said anything.
Get the fuck out of here and let me just get to this NFL red zone.
I've said flat out, when it comes to music, I don't trust anything Kanye West says. Nothing. I don't trust anything he says. He is spur of the moment. Album was supposed to drop on Friday. It didn't drop. Now the reports are saying they don't know when it's coming because the album is quote unquote done. He still has to put some tweaks on it, sprinkle some crack on it.
That album ain't done.
Yeah. Oh my god.
They said when he was playing, I saw from somebody out the blue, said he was playing songs that had empty spaces, and he started talking like, "Oh, this is where Nicki Minaj is gonna be."
Oh, I recorded this. And then there was another part. He said flat out, "Oh yeah, like I recorded this at the Detroit premiere. Oh yeah, I just recorded this verse tonight." I'm like, fam, what the fuck? All right, see, I can't even get mad no more. As I've realized, I've realized over time that music is Kanye's side hustle now. He cares about building houses. He cares about just trying to change the world and designing shoes, designing clothes.
With holes in them.
And people buy the shit.
Fucking weirdos.
Hey, man. Hypebeast buy the shit. They buy the shit.
I propelled him to $151 million.
Oh, and church socks that cost about $50.
Whatever the case, he cares about other shit but music. Music is like a side hustle. You bring up music, he's just like... Man,
what kind of shit is that?
Why do I have to make
music?
Music? Like Soulja Boy. Music? You want me to do music? I bet you September 27th, that wasn't the release date. That was the date that Kanye had to start working on it. Oh, I got to start working on it now. Oh, shit. Okay.
Well, I think a lot of people are having conversations, some debates about who in Kanye's class now is the most relevant because they're looking at this
Kanye's class.
Yeah, like all the rappers that came out around that same time, dropped debut, same time that he did.
Oh, okay.
And they're looking at everybody around that class like, okay, well, who's most relevant at this point? Because clearly his relevancy isn't from the actual music. It's from his fucking antics.
Yeah.
That wild up. And the fact he's associated with the Kardashians. Mm-hmm. So then a lot of people brought that up. So I'm going to bring it on here and we'll have a discussion about it. So you got Kanye, you got 50, I'll say Jeezy, Game, and let's see if I can pull one more. So that was what, 2003, 2004, and 2005.
Who's more relevant?
We'll leave at those four.
Who's more relevant, music wise?
If we're talking music,
it's Kanye still.
Is it?
I mean, to the up to this point right now. Are you talking up to this point right now, or just all around?
I'm talking about today.
Oh, today? Well, it's none of them then.
No, but he's saying who's the most relevant.
The most relevant is Kanye. Just music wise, or just what? I'm confused. So just music wise, or just
music? Because you can
see, I can't. I was about to say, when was the last time you actually really tripped on the Kanye release? But then I can't really say that.
Because see, the thing is with Kanye is you can't bring up Kanye without the antics.
About it.
But that's the thing. Music. Yeah, I said I don't trust. Like that's just me. Everyone else, if Kanye West is gonna, and that's what I noticed on the timeline now. It's kind of after Ye. Everyone's just like, they tuned out of Kanye. I think last year really just left a bitter taste in everyone's mouth.
So I wouldn't even say music then. Let's just say just relevant, period.
Kanye West is going to stay relevant. He's relevant over all of them.
I'll say Kanye because of the clothes, because of the shoes.
And just his name, period. He has a big, no matter how you feel about him, when he's the topic of discussion, people have to pay attention to him no matter what. He is the trending topic. Jesus is King was a trending topic, worldwide trending topic.
I mean, you don't have to. I wasn't one of them that paid attention.
Of course, but I'm talking about the
majority don't. You don't have to tune in.
Of course,
it's just he's front page, so you can't
avoid avoid it.
I couldn't avoid it, but I didn't pay attention either.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I saw it, but it was just all right, whatever.
To me, it was just funny.
Right
To me, it's like it's people choose to pay attention to it. You don't have to pay attention to it, but it seems like right now it's slowly dwindling because now it just seems like it's only his hardcore stans that are paying attention. Now everyone's kind of just like, whatever, nigga. Like, drop the album when you feel like it. Because after it started with The Life of Pablo with that delayed release, and that pissed me off. Then after that, I was like, okay, you're doing this for Ye and the rest. Okay, I can't get pissed off no more. And then after everything that happened with the Trump shit and how he gave that half-ass album with Ye and all the shit he did with them good music drops, everyone was like, all right, nigga, whatever. We can tell you're not in this shit. But when it comes to relevancy, no matter how you spin it, you named all those artists, it's Kanye. They all look up to Ye at the end of the day. No matter how you try to spin it. All the music he done dropped over the years, all the good music, you can't, and when he still has songs getting played in the club, dog. Like, what's it called? I Love It with him and Lil Pump. People love that damn song. I'm a sick fuck. I like the quick fuck. They all sing that shit. As stupid as that song is. Ugh.
And it is stupid.
But they still sing it.
Let me make that fucking clear.
And they
you're not wrong by that, but by that definition, that means 6ix9ine would still be popping because.
But no one likes 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine is not Kanye West.
No, he's not. And that's not what I'm trying to say.
I know, yeah.
I'm just speaking in terms of relevancy. How we're talking, well, he can never do it. But by your definition,
Kanye could drop an album right now, it would still go number one. He will if he dropped
No,
King.
that's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
You just brought up how people recite it in the club
because it's Kanye West.
But I've heard the same things about 6ix9ine. They'll play the shit in the clubs and people still.
Yeah, but I'm saying Kanye can find a way to stay relevant. He will find a way to sneak up in there as long as he's been around. He will find a way. They even play what's that one song? It's Your Birthday. Like what's that song called with 2 Chainz? Him and 2 Chainz. What's it called? Oh my God!
It's called Birthday
Just
Song.
Called Birthday Song. Just Birthday Song. Yeah. Play.
You just said it.
I know. I thought there was something else with it. Birthday Booty. Something. Anyway, fact is, yeah, that they still play Kanye's verse and people still love that shit too. Like
that's a 2 Chainz song.
A 2 Chainz song, but they still go crazy for Kanye's verse too, which is still crazy to me. I witnessed it. I've seen it. It's like, okay, y'all still know this damn verse? Okay, I don't even know this damn verse, but I don't know. It's just Kanye's always gonna stay relevant because he is pretty much the biggest artist in the world, no matter how you try to spin it.
Nah, I was gonna say he probably is the biggest out of that group, only because
by default.
No, because of everything else. I don't mean the antics, although that did play a part, I'm sure. Mm-hmm. But I'm talking about just the clothing. Like, dude, you gotta understand, sneakerhead culture is fucking huge.
Oh, of course, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he literally took over that shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that itself is a huge ass impact, and that keeps him relevant because everybody looks for the next shoe that's coming out. You know what I mean?
I still see people wearing Yeezys right now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not that ain't gonna stop anytime soon unless he puts out a piece of shit shoe, and I don't see that happening.
I mean, it could be literally a piece of shit, and them hype beasts will fucking buy it.
I don't think so. That's going too far.
Man, don't be surprised, man.
Kanye made a song where you said if I bleach, she bleaches her asshole.
Written by Drake, by the way.
And
Drake wrote that.
You don't know that, but still, even then. Come on, man. Who recited it?
Hey,
Shit.
man, I know what you mean. I know.
Like, he could have easily said, wait, I ain't saying this bullshit.
Yeah.
But he didn't.
He did, yeah. But people loved it. I was at them concerts and everyone recited it.
So that's what I'm saying. Like I wouldn't put past him to drop a shoe that looks like shit, and everybody's like, "Oh, this is the shit."
Yeah, okay.
His fans, I'm telling you, he
that
has.
makes sense.
Yeah, he has a huge fan base. Like, who are the other names you named? Game, Jeezy, and who else? That dropped
50.
And 50 has his own. He has his own European fan base. He has like a core fan base. Jeezy is just Game is in that same shit. I mean, Jeezy stays relevant. I don't think Jeezy's not even as relevant as Kanye. 50 ain't as relevant as 50.
I guess T.I. would have been a better option.
T.I. too.
But T.I. is very relevant.
Oh, relevant to us.
No, he's very relevant because now he's going into politics.
Oh,
you know
politics.
what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So that keeps him relevant.
Same as Kanye. Because he's saying he's still running for president. And according to T.I., he did fuck serious.
No, but what I'm saying is that T.I.'s found his lane in that, where he goes to these summits.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've listened to his podcast, but the podcast is actually pretty good, where that's a good bulk of what he talks about on there, too. Like, he had Alex Jones on there.
Alex Jones?
Yeah, the Alex Jones.
Why?
Because T.I. wants to have those conversations.
Well, that's okay.
You gotta remember, just because you shut down, it don't mean everybody else shuts down.
I get you. Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's... T.I. probably is outside of 50, T.I. is probably the one that comes in after both of them, and he's probably the most relevant out of that class.
No.
I just said outside of those two.
Outside. Oh, okay.
See, you don't listen.
No,
I just said outside of those two, he's probably the one that comes in.
Okay, but at the top, when you said who's relevant, Kanye West is just off the name Kanye West. You cannot just scrape it away. But anyway, like I've said, Jesus is King. Is it coming? In the words of Tupac, shit, I don't know. Sorry.
Well, he said there's a movie coming out.
Oh yeah, there's a movie coming out on IMAX, and I don't even believe that shit. It's supposed to come out October 25th. It's gonna show the whole Sunday service shit, and I don't even believe that. That's probably gonna come. He probably just now filming it. He's gonna probably start filming it on October 25th.
Shit.
That Yeezus movie was supposed to come out. You remember the Yeezus? It was gonna be Yeezus Live. It was gonna be in IMAX. All that shit. That was supposed to come out.
There was supposed to be a Yeezus movie?
Yeah.
That was gonna just after concert. That's gonna show the concert in like HD. Don't say no. No.
No, that
No. It was gonna show the concert was fire, bro.
That's cool.
You can say that the concert was fire.
That's cool.
Anyway, yeah, and I think
you already know how I feel about that album, so I mean,
yeah, okay.
You know, it is what it is. I know, and I'm saying that's cool.
You do have the same voice as a lot of people, though, so it ain't just you.
But everyone also said,
I know dude likes it. Except
no, but I'm trying to tell you, everyone always says when they went to the Yeezus show, and even people that did not like the album, when they went to the Yeezus show, they made them appreciate the album a little bit more. Because he really just showcased like the performance literally went with the music, and it's like, and they went back and re-listened to it, and they connected with it. So it was the album, the performance, or the live performance kind of.
Martin didn't go see the performance.
I'm trying to let you know. I'm letting you know that's what other folks were saying.
More than that.
That's what I'm trying to let you know.
I didn't like the album.
I know.
So therefore, why am I going to go spend my hard-earned money
Martin represents
to go
the
watch that
demographic
show?
that didn't like the album. Period.
Okay, but I'm
they
telling
checked
you,
out from Kanye.
I get you.
Exactly.
I get you on that, but I'm just telling the other demographic, and that's all I was trying to say.
That's cool.
Because at this point, the bulk of people who are, holding on to that are the ones that are like his stands at this point.
No. I'm telling you, the shit I've been seeing right now, people have, not you, but Democrats have slowly changed their stance on Yeezus, and I'm appreciating a little bit more. But that's
no. I'm not talking about just Yeezus.
No, just Kanye.
I'm talking about Kanye in general. A lot of people who are still holding on to it are his hardcore stands in terms of just praising everything. And there's they can't fucking no
be critical of it. Yeah, they make all the excuses in the world for him, man. I'm just like, what's it called? Some people were saying when it comes to the Sunday service shit, they were saying like he's done hated all types of black people. But honestly, Kanye's been quiet this year. Besides all the shit he said in January on Twitter about standing with Trump, which he has since deleted, which I checked, he has pretty much stayed silent, kept to himself, has just done the whole Sunday service shit, talked to David Letterman, and he's building houses and shit, and that's all he's done. He's
been quiet for his standards, but
for his standards,
like when you bring it up, everything he's done, he's still been out there.
He's been out there, but he's not talking out of his ass. He's just
not like front and center with the microphone in front of him.
He's not talking out of his ass. And people are saying, it's still weird, people saying that this Sunday service looks like a cult. They were showing, I saw the video of Lil North's like dancing around and singing praise songs, and they were saying, he has them in a trance. And I'm like, she's praise dancing. You niggas never went to church? Okay. I'm
not going to speak on it because I haven't been there.
Yeah.
I can just see it from both sides.
I get it.
I've seen footage of cults, and it looks like it. But I'm not going to say
Jesus?
Well, see, that's the thing, though. When you take away what's actually going on, the visual is the same.
Yeah,
that's what I mean.
Yeah, I get you on that.
So, again, if that's his personal therapy, like he says, I got to take his word for it at that. You know what I'm saying? Because he hasn't done much outside of selling the socks for $50, but even that was at Coachella. You know what I mean? So, kind of. I don't like it, but I get it. You're actually at a festival where people are drunk spending money. So
and
might
also,
as well, I get it.
And the Jesus is King on the album, they said there's no cussing on it at all. And
imagine,
seriously, it's called Jesus is King.
He's trying to make sure he's trying not to piss off God that much. God's watching him. God's looking at him like, don't get cute now.
I don't know how to feel about that album just in general. Like,
we haven't even heard it yet.
I know, but I'm saying like just off of what I see. You know what I mean? Like,
And he said
it just feels weird.
Yeah. At this point, Kanye wants you to feel uncomfortable. That's how he is. And he also said at the New York show that he's no longer going to make secular music. Secular music. He's going to make gospel music from now on. And I was like, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, Kanye. Okay.
Kanye don't even know what Kanye wants to do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He only goes with how he feels. And that's why I don't take nothing he said. When it comes to just music, I don't give a fuck. I don't listen to nothing he says. Like, nah, you go with how you feel, and then you just change your mind. Okay. So,
I just want to know what the infatuation is with just keeping up with the shit every single day with him. Like,
because he's polarizing like that. That's what it is.
I mean, I get it, but at the same time, you know, I see people talking about, oh, you don't got to put up with when they talk about relationships. You don't got to keep putting up with that. At some point, you got to man up or woman up. This is that. And it's like, you're literally doing that just in the fan form. Like, literally, like you don't gotta put up with this shit every single. You could go live your life. Like,
that's what I was telling people. Like, I was trying to tell folks,
I just don't understand
about this. He gave you, what were the albums he gave you? He gave
Disconnect.
He gave you college dropout, late registration, graduation, 808s, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, Jesus and the Life of Pablo. All the way up to that point, he gave you a decade of music. And and also the production he's done. He's giving you so much already. Just listen to that.
And then that's not even to go at his followers. Yeah. That's to go at everybody that, you know, has been talking shit about him over the years too. Yeah. When it was like, we're gonna cancel him, and then I saw people looking at this footage like, oh, there ain't no black people around. It's like, well, you just said y'all was canceling them.
And also the tickets were free. The tickets were free. Niggas don't want free shit. Like, see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Kanye's so polar, and they always try to say some shit like, "Oh, Kanye says everything, but fuck black people." And I'm going like, "Fuck black people." He just did a whole Sunday service where he's praising the Lord, but fuck black people. Okay. Yeah. Well, let's see. There's no point trying to make sense of this. The album's gonna show up when it shows up. It's probably gonna drop when we're done doing the podcast, and we'll probably be back with a review. Who knows? It's probably gonna be another half-ass shit. Who knows?
It could be great.
It could be album of the year. Who knows?
Seriously.
When it drops, I'll listen to it. But until then, I have no need to want to look for Kanye news. Like,
yeah, it's gonna pop up.
He's done enough over the last 3 years where I'm like,
I see it.
Yeah, he's done enough over the last 3 years where it's just like,
come on.
I don't care how polarizing. This is just for me. I don't care how polarizing he is. It's just like, you know the cycle.
Yeah.
I just literally know this is all a rollout. Like, it's going to probably take another 2 months for you even see
said October 31st.
He's probably going to drop the shit. Probably going to drop the shit on Christmas.
I said on
probably going to make it a fucking Christmas type album.
I said on Halloween.
Yo, he should have did that. Like, just drop it on fucking Christmas.
Like, that
would have made perfect sense.
Like, and it's just like he's half-assed. And I know that he still has it, because I heard Kids See Ghosts. I heard a Kanye that was focused and determined to get the shit out there, and he was rapping better. I hear something like, yay, and I'm like, you half-assed it. But Kids See Ghosts, you worked your ass off on. So it's when he feels like it. When he's focused and when he feels like it.
I think he just needs certain artists around him. You know what I mean? Like, for example, Cudi.
Or Pusher.
But, like, they gotta be, like, on it, though. You know what I mean? Like,
you gotta be
pushing on him pretty much.
Yeah, but Kanye is on that.
If he just sits back, bro, I mean, obviously, look at what he's doing. You
can't tell him what to do, man. You can't tell me nothing. You can't. He's on that free think shit. You can't tell me what to do. That's probably why he said he's doing gospel. Because there was this reports coming out saying that, what did he say? That Def Jam went out there.
That's what he said. Free.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's probably when Def Jam went out there to try to give him a come to Jesus moment, quote unquote, because they heard gospel albums. They're thinking, well, what the fuck, bro? Is this really going to be like a straight up like Kirk Franklin gospel album? And I don't know. They try to talk him down, and I think that's probably what prompted him to say, yeah, I'm gonna do nothing but gospel music now, just to say, hey, you can't tell me what to do, like a fucking child. That's why he wore the MAGA hat, because everyone told him you're not supposed to be a Trump supporter, but you ain't gonna tell me what to do. I love him. You see, why am I making sense of this nigga? Anyway. You know what makes sense?
That actually made a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Well, I know, but it's just shit. You know what does make sense?
Music that actually did fucking drop.
I was gonna say Spider-Man. You want to talk about music, or you want to talk about Spider-Man?
We're talking about an album that didn't drop. Might as well talk.
No,
about
I was gonna something music that does make sense, but
I mean, we probably get into the music just so as we get all
Hey,
Kanye's more music than Spider-Man.
Well, that makes sense, and this makes sense. The baby.
The baby.
The baby. Kirk. Not Franklin, just Kirk. And y'all say what y'all want to say, and I'll say mine later.
It was disappointing from the sense of hearing intro and the content that he kicked on that, and then it jumps right back into pretty much what was
the last album.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's my only critique about it. Like, otherwise, without that,
yeah,
it's another good album by him.
Yeah.
Like, again, no BPM wasted.
None at all, bro.
I mean, at negative,
track 2 is called Off the Rip because he goes in off the rip.
At negative 2 seconds, that's when he starts rapping.
Yeah.
That's like, we don't even hear the first bar.
Not even the first, like, drum. Just not even the first snare. Just...
we talk about, Jesus and the devil. We talk about Kendrick and Drake. At this point,
it's the beat.
Blueface and the baby.
Shit.
Who battles the beat more?
That's the balance.
And then
motherfucker goes so far off the beat, the motherfucker don't waste no time on the beat.
Not at all.
No, and then in the middle is just Silk the Shocker. He's just way on the other side. But that's another talent.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But overall, no, I liked it. I did like it. Some of the tracks that I fuck with as soon as I could get on here. Bop was a good joint. Mm-hmm. Gospel with Chance the Rapper. I heard that and I was like, yeah, Chance clearly didn't give up a fight to try to get this for his album.
He probably should have, man. He probably should have fought for that shit.
This sounds so much better than anything off that goddamn album.
Yeah, seriously.
Toes with Lil Baby Moneybag, yo, that was a good one.
That shit's hard.
Very, very good one. And then the joint with Kevin Gates, Popstar. They have a nice chemistry together. It's a very interesting type of chemistry, but it works.
It definitely did work.
It works,
sure.
yeah.
For sure.
iPhone, you get what you can with Nicki at these
Hey,
days.
man, y'all can say whatever you want. This might be your best verse, like all year.
It works. It's just, yeah.
Yeah. No, I get it. Commercial as fuck.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say commercial. It's just,
it really
at this
was,
point in the year,
man.
Nicki'd out.
Yeah,
like,
okay,
I'm over it.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, enough's enough. And the raw shit with Migos, I thought that was dope.
I mean, you're basically naming like half the album, bro.
Well,
like, because the whole album was actually really fucking good.
Yeah.
It's just, it should be what you expect from the baby at this point.
Yeah.
He dropped an album 6 months ago, you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
6 months ago. So what's really going to change?
Right, nothing much has changed.
You added a little bit more content.
Right.
Now, for me, after I heard the intro, I've heard how introspective it was and shit, which is, in my opinion, one of the best tracks of the year. I was like, this is fucking dope. And then I saw the album was going to be called Kirk. So I'm thinking, okay, he's going to focus on, there's going to be some deep shit. There's going to probably be some balance of, like, ratchetness in there how he usually is, but I'm thinking, okay, I think my mistake was coming in here thinking, okay, I'm gonna hear some deep but like ratchet shit, kind of like what's his name, Max, your boy
Maxo Cream.
Yeah, something like Maxwell Cream a little bit, which I did go back and listen to. It was a good album, by the way.
Yeah.
We've been saying that.
I know, but I had to go back and really listen to it.
I was like,
it didn't hit me at first.
Oh, because I was like, wait, when did we say it wasn't? I just didn't.
Yeah.
No, for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually
You're not as high on it as I am. And shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, so I'm thinking intro. I'm like, okay. And then after that, I get to Off the Rip and Bop, and I'm going like, this is like a continuation of the last shit I just heard on Baby on Baby. And I'm like, oh, it's the same shit. So for me, my favorite tracks on here is the intro, Gospel. iPhone kind of grew on me because I heard Nicki and I was just, but then when I went back and re-listened to it, I'm like, okay, this is a good hit. iPhone and Double XL. That was one of my favorite tracks from the Baby because he was raw and emotional. And I was thinking, if you would have took your time with this shit, like literally, not capitalized, but literally took your time and literally just built around those 4 songs, you probably would have dropped one of your best albums, in my opinion. But he had to do what he had to do, and it's just who he is. So it is what it is.
Well, that's what I was saying though. It's like it's who he is right now. You know what I mean?
That's why people were.
You
That's
have to
why
allow him to grow.
I get it.
You know
But that's why people were low key disappointed about it because they after they heard the intro, they were thinking that we're going to get some introspective and some deep cuts on there.
Yep.
And it was literally the same shit as the last album. And if I want to listen to that shit, I'll listen to the last album, and which is a good album. But
I'll listen to both of them back to back, bro.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did afterwards. Yeah.
Or just combine them, or just make it a double disc and combine them.
Yeah.
So, well, that's just me. That's just me. It was cool.
I think what people like you are missing though is intro shows you where he can go.
Yeah.
So y'all are focused on, well, he should have just did this, this, and this, but 6 months ain't enough time to do that.
I get
from an artist standpoint. That's
definitely.
If you're not an artist that does that, that's not enough time. We don't know his situation with the labels, and this could be the situation like DMX. We're gonna give you $1 million if you give us one more before the end of the year. Who the fuck's gonna turn that down? I'm just gonna give you whatever I give you, and then let's make it work.
I get it. So, and he doesn't come off as that type of artist, but
right. So what I completely understand.
I get it
because again, from that standpoint, it does sound disappointing. Once it ended, I looked at it from the standpoint of, oh, this is where he could go. He could take it.
I
next
don't want to
time.
hear where you could go because probably the next album will sound like the same shit. But again,
well, if it is, I won't be mad at it.
I know because
if it is, then you know what he is.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That too.
Yeah, it is what he is.
2 albums in 1 year, and they're your first 2 albums.
And the second one went number 1.
That's just telling me where you're at. Like Martin was saying, that's just telling me where you're at right now.
Yeah. He got some funny ass lines on this shit though. That shit made me chuckle. Like some of the funniest lines he said. Like I forgot what he said.
Bars.
I know he got bars, but it's like he has such a matter of fact tone. Him and what's his name? T Grizzly. They all have that matter of fact gangster tone. Like, you know, I can fuck you up, right? Like I am going to fuck you up, and this is what you do. This is what's going to happen. Speaking of getting fucked up, you see when his security guard knocked out that woman by trying to sucker punch him.
Equal lefts, equal rights. I salute.
Hey.
I ain't gonna say nothing about that.
You should.
No. I'm gonna keep it right in the middle.
If you're not gonna say it, I will. Women have this thinking that, okay, we're just supposed to follow the rules, and rightfully so. You shouldn't be putting your hands on a woman when she doesn't want it. But so they just happen to think that, okay, those rules only apply to when it comes to touching me. I can touch a man or a woman however I want to. We said the same thing when it came to Meg Thee Stallion. This ain't just designed just for men. It's a bunch of women touching Meg Thee Stallion that don't got no consent. They just grabbing and touching on it. Yeah. So why would you think you could just reach and grab and swing on somebody and not get swung on back?
Yeah.
And you're talking about somebody that's worth money and somebody who is paid to fight somebody if shit goes down.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. Is the security guard was literally just doing his job.
Yeah.
Now, was he excessive or whatever? Maybe not though. You don't know. You don't know how she was acting the whole time.
You put a paid professional bodyguard security that's their job, and their job is to not take anything lightly.
Yeah.
Because the moment you take something lightly, that's when you're I don't want to call them a product but that's when what the fuck do they call them in security terms? They always have like a code name for them. The package or the bird, whatever. You're putting them in a situation where as soon as they let their guard down, anything can happen because they're trained like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just because you're a woman, that doesn't change anything.
Yeah, you get knocked out the way too. I get it. It's just,
this ain't. I'm not saying like all women should just get knocked out for anything by any single body. That's not what I'm saying.
Right.
What I'm saying is you don't go up to a celebrity thinking, okay, I'm a woman, they're not going to do anything to me. No, you get fucked up too. That's just how it goes.
I get that. Yeah, I get that. I'm all about self-defense at the end of the day. I'm against putting my hands on a woman, but I will shake the shit out of you, and that's all I'm gonna say.
I'll swing on a woman if the situation calls for it. I make that perfectly clear. If I see a woman holding a kid underwater trying to drown him,
well, yeah,
I'm swinging the fuck out of a woman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's people who have said that in that scenario they still wouldn't hit a woman.
Wow.
And I'm
really?
like, nah, fuck y'all. Y'all got the game fucked up.
Yeah.
No.
But yeah, back to the baby. To me, album's cool. It's not what I expected. It'll probably grow on me later, but I expected a little bit more. But that's just me. Anyway, Young M.A. Ooh.
Her story in the making.
And yeah.
Had its moments.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Too many fucking tracks.
It wasn't even about too many tracks.
For me, it was.
It was just the fact that, you even go through by track 10, it's like, okay,
Get to the point.
It's not even get to the point.
It's like I've heard the
get
point.
to track
Heard the
10
point.
over and over and over.
No, you just get to track 10 and you're like, some of these songs just aren't good.
Yeah.
So it's not even about the number of tracks. It's just
Like for me, the highlights for me was the intro. Big was cool. Petty Wop. Like that, almost like the first 10 tracks, the first 10 songs were all cool with me. Numb was a real highlight for me. I like that one. After that, everything kind of
No Love was mine. That's when she was talking about her brother.
Yeah.
Oh, that was that one?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's just, same shit. He's just talking about rubbing a booty or just, toxic relationships and just being a nigga with a dick, even though she don't got a dick. Which is really weird about dykes. They don't want to be a nigga, but they want to be a nigga.
You ever think about the women? And this ain't to down anybody.
I'm at a loss for words with
This ain't to
to
down
be honest
anybody.
with
But you notice how women that go for the more masculine lesbian, it more so than not, they're always the ones yelling out, screaming, "I'm tired of niggas. Niggas ain't shit." But then they just so happen to go towards a person that resembles a nigga.
you. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't fooling nobody.
Like,
Yeah, and then fuck
whatever.
with a then fuck with a dildo and just
That I don't got no issue with that.
No, but it was that with the women they want to be lesbians, but they're fucking with a dildo. And
No, like my thing is I got no issue with that. I don't even got an issue with Young M.A talking about pussy. It's just, something's gonna throw you off because it's like, I ain't had pussy in a while. And it's like,
but you've got pussy.
come again?
All right, well,
How do you take a piss?
there be days I was thinking,
No, it's not even
I'm
that.
not even trying to be like,
It's not even
toxic and shit like that. But I mean,
I'm not even speaking in that realm. I'm speaking of, you can still penetrate it, but you can't feel it. That's what I'm speaking of.
okay, yeah.
maybe she's talking about
like,
eating pussy. Maybe she's talking
Now,
about eating
if that's the
pussy.
case, then
that's
cool.
what I think. That's what she meant. I think she meant
No,
eating
because
pussy.
another song she talks about eating pussy.
Well, we see, I haven't had
And
pussy
then-
in a while. I'm thinking she means like eating pussy.
Well, man, I don't know what the hell she
Oh,
means
but she's a
sometimes. Like,
lesbian.
for real, like, it's just her vernacular.
I mean, she's a great
I just
rapper.
don't
I'll
know
give her
the
that.
words that she chooses. Like, I just don't.
It just
get
catches you off
how-
guard.
Yeah, like I personally don't understand.
Like you
know
can
what I mean?
you can relate to it until she says something that makes you go,
Ooh,
Wait.
no.
yeah, because see, like, if I said it, I get it, I understand it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
like, because stubborn
Like,
ass made perfect sense.
That was a great
Yeah.
song.
Like the song made sense.
Yeah.
And then I don't even think it was on Stubborn Ass. I think it was on another song where she gets into certain lines and you're like, okay, I get it because okay.
Yeah, exactly.
When it comes to
Exactly.
like lesbian, like the Bulch Dyke ones, sometimes I literally forget because they're cool people. Like you can kick it with them and you hella just forget. Oh yeah, you're a woman. That's what it comes down to. Is like when you listen to like she's rapping like, wait a minute. I was like, oh yeah, you're a woman. I'm like, okay, you think like because she thinks like a nigga. So that's how I look at it. I didn't get weirded out by it. I'm just like, oh, you just
No, I didn't get weirded out.
not weirded out, but I'm not caught by surprise. I'm not surprised personally for me, but that's just me.
I wouldn't even say catch by surprise. It's just it's not that it catches you by surprise. It just catches you off guard.
Yeah,
There's a
that's what I meant.
There's a difference
Yeah.
between getting caught by surprise and just off guard.
Yeah, I'm not caught
Like-
off guard by it.
Like, again, anybody going into this confused that, who and what she likes, that's your problem.
That's your problem.
You know what I'm saying? It's just when you're vibing to it, from my perspective, when you're vibing to it, because you can actually relate to it, and then she says something and it's like, wait, okay, well, it's your world. I'm just here visiting. I got you. That's all.
Yeah.
Anyway, Young M.A, her story in the making. It's cool. That was cool.
It's at least got some highlights on it.
Too many damn tracks. If she would have cut it off, probably after 10 or 12, like 10, 12 tracks, probably one of the best albums of the year. But that's just me.
Yeah. I went ahead and listened to Kevin Gates. I'm him. Shout out my boy Devin, who did behind the scenes marketing on that album.
Nice.
It's typical Gates, but his highlights are very fucking high on here.
I'm sure, because he can rap his ass off when he feels like it.
Yeah, he can.
RBS intro is... I mean, I'm not going to compare it to the Baby's intro, because I feel like that's unfair. But for Kevin Gates to just come off the rip like that, I was like, all right, we here. Everything else is typical until you get to Walls Talking, and Walls Talking was a very, very good fucking track.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, again, overall, there's... At this point in Kevin Gates' career, you fuck with it or you don't. Like, there's
Pretty much.
no in between
Yeah.
with Kevin Gates. I will say this: if you're a fan of Kanye, but you don't like Kevin Gates because of what he says outside the booth, you're kind of fucking stupid. So you know what I mean? I saw
not stupid. Say more of hypocrites.
No, you're stupid.
Well, that's it.
Because you willingly make that decision.
Hypocritically stupid.
Like you consciously make that decision.
Hypocritically stupid. Yeah, I know.
Because I did see that over the weekend.
I'm sure, because Kanye fans are a little hypocrite, and then when you try to talk to them about the Trump shit, they get all. Even I found myself defending Kanye when it came to just like certain stuff, like the whole Sunday service shit. I had to explain to it, and then some dude tried to educate me about the shit, and I was like, nigga, no, this and that happened, and that happened. Man, just.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. And it was like, why am I even there? It was, Busby woke up caping for Kanye. I'm like, caping? I'm trying to give common sense to you. All right. Everyone has to be the group.
It's actually a good term to use for people.
What, caping?
No, hypocritically stupid.
Oh, thank you. I want copyright for that.
Yeah.
High five.
Hypocritically stupid. High five.
Yeah.
No, because that's what it is. I legit saw that over the weekend where it was like, cats were like, literally, same accounts.
I know.
Oh, y'all still fucking with that Kevin Gates after he talking like a dumbass, this, that. And literally like 3 hours later, they would pop up. Yo, what's taking Kanye so long with this? Wait, what?
Oh, my God.
I know. They it's biased. You gotta know, niggas are biased, man.
Of course it's biased.
Oh,
They're clearly biased, and they're not even afraid to hide their bias.
Of course it's biased, but there's bias and there's hypocritically stupid.
Well, hypocritically
I'm biased of the Lakers, like everybody knows.
Same with my Niners.
I still hold the motherfuckers accountable. You know what I'm saying? Like,
same here with my bias with Emmett shit. I hold him accountable.
Yeah.
Oh, you know that.
Oh, yeah.
I guess a better example would be I'm biased of Big Crit, but when we engage in the conversations, I let you know off rip. Yo, I really like this guy, so, you know, I fuck with what he stands for, his music, everything. Like, I've been on Big Crit's bandwagon for a long time, so I'm probably not the best person to take advice when it comes to Crit.
Same with my quote-unquote bias on Drake. Like, I like his music, but I'm not afraid to fucking call out for the bullshit. We hold motherfuckers accountable. Just like I hold my friends accountable, I hold my favorite artists accountable for their shit.
Yeah.
That's what Kanye fans need to do. Hold this nigga accountable. He made you guys, he didn't make you guys do a damn thing. You guys fucking did it to yourselves. Stupid. Well, I don't know why I got in that.
He willingly woke up.
Well, all
I
right.
saw motherfuckers saying I've refreshed Spotify 20 times in the last minute.
You gotta be shitting me.
They're probably just joking.
No, I don't. You know what? I don't put anything past nobody.
I was gonna say, man.
I don't put. I know it's
not really a
virtuality,
joke.
and you just take it for what it is.
Yeah.
But something told me deep down inside, I bet he really did that shit too.
I bet you think it's really sad because that's what Ye dropped in the middle of the morning, so they're probably thinking, okay, it's gonna happen. They just kept going on Apple Music, kept going on Tidal.
Yeah, that shit dropped like at 9 o'clock or some shit. Huh?
They probably did the whole rotation. Went on Apple, went on Tidal, went on Spotify. Just did a whole rotation, thinking that album was just gonna pop up magically.
No.
Wrong. Wrong.
Where's the album?
Where's the album, Kanye? Kim? And then Kim went and fucking promoted her own shit. Like last night, she was an asshole. At 9 o'clock, man. She was an asshole. She put 12 o'clock, what's it called? 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. And people went on like, oh, they think it's the album. No makeup products and shit. She kept tweeting through it like, you ain't gonna make me look stupid. I ain't gonna answer for shit.
Yeah, you ain't gonna make me look stupid.
Yeah,
I do that on my own.
Still got these e-products to get off.
Hey man, she making bank all that, but you know who's looking real stupid right now? Sony. Yeah, that's how I did that. Spider-Man is back in the MCU, motherfuckers.
Fuck yeah.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure?
Give me a hell yeah.
So, as on Friday, it got reported that Sony and Marvel/Disney kissed and made up, and now Peter Parker is officially back in the MCU. For now.
But that's not all that. That's not all that got announced with that partnership. What else got announced was that Disney and Sony have now did some partnership emerging that comes to PlayStation Vue.
Mm-hmm. I think that's
so now there's going to be, if I've read it correctly, because you know stories change literally when a revise hits the next minute, of course. But if I read it correctly, there's going to be some Disney-backed channels that are going to be exclusive to PlayStation Vue. as a result of the deal. So on the surface, rightfully so, Spider-Man 3, that's what it would hit the surface. On the backside of it, though, I was looking at that like, I wonder how much of that was a part of that deal that went down. Nobody's gonna bring that up or even recognize because they don't have the information.
Yeah. I look at that.
Like
you remember
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You remember that rumor I said last week saying that Disney was trying to buy that? There was a rumor that they're going to buy that shit for $10 billion.
Yeah. We all looked at that like 10. That's it.
I was thinking of that. There was probably some truth to that. Because
that's it.
According to reports, they were saying that Sony actually agreed to the original deal Disney asked for. So I'm going like, so this was the deal. So you motherfuckers caved in. Pretty much they asked for 25% of their earnings, not 30, not 50, not 30, but 25%. Which meaning they're gonna get merchandise, they're gonna get all the fun, like the box office comebacks and shit like that. They're gonna get all that shit back. So I was like, okay. So the terms of this right now is that Spidey will be back in one other movie, Spider-Man 3, with Tom Holland and the director and all that, and another MCU mashup. And they already have this in the can. They even said, "Yep, the release date's gonna be July 16th, 2021."
Well, as of now, we know what that mashup is gonna be. It's gonna be Captain Marvel.
No, it's not.
Well, no, that's what.
No, it's
that's
not.
what. If it's not Captain Marvel, he's going to be working exclusively close with it because that's why they were backing off Captain Marvel was because of the Spider-Man.
Okay, let me tell you what I read.
That's fine. I can tell you what I read as a result of that too.
Okay, well, from what I read he's officially part of Phase 4. Now,
yes.
Yeah, I mean, obviously. Now, officially, this dude that he broke the story about. He was the one that broke the story about Fox merging with Disney. He's the one that broke the story with fucking Star Wars coming in. He's really accurate with his sources. So pretty much what he said was that Sony caved in. Like they're the ones that presented the narrative and shit like that, and they saw the backlash. So they caved in and shit like that. So pretty much. They said that Marvel plans on having Spidey in another movie, and they plan on doing Secret Wars, which probably might have Captain Marvel in there with him. And they also plan on having him play a main supporting role in Fantastic Four, which have Mr. Fantastic be his mentor, like how Tony was for him. Mr. Fantastic's going to be like Spidey's mentor. And also, Kevin Feige also alluded that Spider-Man is going to be the only superhero that's going to bounce between universes, between the MCU and the Spideyverse, because Sony's like developing a Spider-Man verse with Venom, and they're having, what's her name, Madam Web? They're trying to develop that shit.
Oh shit!
Yeah, like that's all. And they're saying that Spider-Man is going to probably go back and forth between Sony and the MCU. So shit's going down in like I guess New York. That's going to be the Spider-Verse, where Spider-Man's going to be dealing with shit, and then the MCU and with Venom too, and then he could kind of bounce back in the MCU, so he could just probably go back and forth. That's just a whole lot of fucking money.
Yeah,
seriously, man. Tom Holland is about to get paid.
Shit, I mean, he's just kicking back. Like, y'all fighting over me
and shit, but like, dude, he's gonna get double that shit.
And Sony need to just play ball, because people are saying, well, they could probably lose the deal. It's just one day. Like, nah, there's too much money on the table for both accounts. Everybody wins at the end of the day. That's how I look at it.
So this was what the rumor was going through before and right after this deal took place. So the rumor was going around that Marvel was losing faith in Captain Marvel because of what took
billions of dollars in the box office.
No, it did that. But they credited that a bunch to they felt that people were going to do that because they felt like it was a missing component to Endgame.
Oh, yeah.
So even though it made $1 billion, the reviews still didn't support the fact that it made $1 billion. You know what I mean? It was kind of one of those things where it was like they would have preferred the reviews over the $1 billion from what it sounded like. Yeah. So they were cautious of that. The way they were going to help humanize her was to have Spider-Man involved with that. When the reports came out that Sony and Marvel were the dispute, that's when this report came out that they were looking sideways at Captain Marvel because they're like, well, fuck, now we're basically losing a 2-for-1 in this situation. Yeah. So, and then after this,
crazy.
So after this came through, that's when they were like, okay, now that seems what's going to be taking place with that. Well, that's why I brought that up. Well, it wasn't like I just pulled it out like that.
I get you. I know. I'm just saying the dude that said this, that he's been very accurate and shit, and he's been saying everything that keeps coming out, he's on some I told you so motherfuckers.
Yeah.
So I guess they said they have every intent on having them in Secret Wars. And what is Secret Wars? Martin, you're the Spider-Man fan.
I'll be honest with you, I really don't know it that well. It might be a secret.
Hey. Might be a secret. I don't know. It's probably some dimension shit. Whatever the case, man, I'm just happy I'm more relieved that he's back. About fucking time. Also,
it's not about fucking time. It only lasted for like
a month.
And it didn't affect any movies.
This shit sounded scary though. You know what I mean?
It did, but it didn't affect movies. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like it could have went to some shit where it affected a lot.
Yeah.
It didn't even get to that.
And
point.
also, Sony was talking hella shit anyway. They were going like, "Oh, we don't need Spider-Man. Like, we didn't need Marvel. We were good the way we were. We was good the way he was." And they were talking hella shit, but in reality, it was just it was trying to play chicken, and they were just like, "Oh shit, they're not budging."
That's just negotiating through the public.
Yeah.
That's all there is.
But then they kind of realized Disney wasn't budging. They're like, "Oh shit." The mouse ain't budging.
And it makes sense that they did it at this time, considering that Disney has that partnership with Target, where they're going to be like bulldozing and just dumping as much merch into Target to the point where they're going to have a few like pop-up Disney Target stores coming out for Christmas time.
Shit.
So that would make perfect sense in terms of Sony, getting in on that too.
And also, I also read another rumor about the director of Spider, because I guess Sony wanted that director for Spider-Man 3 because he did Far From Home and shit. And apparently Disney they have some other epic movie they're working on, and they were gonna say, hey, you don't have to do Spider-Man, but we got this other epic movie that's gonna make billions of dollars. We want you to write it. And he was gonna go away from that. He was gonna have all his attention would have been away from Spider-Man, which would have fucked Sony. So it was just like, fuck. All right, okay, we get the fucking shit. Disney, the mouse had him on the balls, man.
I'm saying everybody trying to negotiate through the public, and it's like
Sony.
The answer was literally hidden. That's a case where 6ix9ine can say, "Yo, the answer's hidden in plain sight."
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
And I heard. You know how I found out originally Disney only had 5%. That's how much they were making on Spider-Man, just 5%. Disney was just like, just give us 25, not even just a little piece of the pie. Just give us a quarter.
Damn.
Yeah, they're making all that. And he was only in like, what, how many movies was he in? Homecoming, Far From Home, Infinity War, and Endgame. He was only
Civil War.
And Civil War. 5 movies. Shit, you only need 5% of that?
Give me a hell yeah. Give me what I want.
That makes perfect sense on their behalf.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
Just give us a fuck. It's this business. At the end of the day, we win. You know who else wins? Kevin Feige had a great week, because not only was that great news, this motherfucker gonna be developing the new fucking Star Wars movie, man. Kathleen Kennedy of Lucasfilm, she said they plan on making a new Star Wars film, and they said he's not only just a big Marvel fan, he is a big Star Wars fan, and he knows what he's doing. If you look at his fucking track record, what he did with Marvel, hey man, he's almost sound like they should have gave it to him from jump, but whatever. They say they think about doing an expanded universe and shit like that. And he also said if everything goes good with Star Wars, he wants to produce an Indiana Jones sequels or reboots too. So,
wow,
I know.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. After this last Star Wars comes out, I'm good. That's good for him.
You say that now.
I'm like, you could say that shit. Me too.
Like, no. I'm saying that because I've never been one to do the video games, go see Clone Wars, none of that shit. Like, that's just not me.
No, okay.
If it ain't the main story, like if this is the final chapter of the main story, like they've been saying.
Kevin Feige gonna pull some shit out of his ass, and you gonna be like, "Oh, you motherfucker!"
I mean, that's cool. Like,
nah, I don't think JC would, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
like, like if I'm not, I just said like. Everybody keeps raving about Clone Wars. I've only seen Clone Wars by accident because I went to Cartoon Network and
the TV
show that was supposed to be on wasn't on. It was Clone Wars.
The TV show is fucking dope.
That's what everybody tells me, but I'm not interested. Like, it's really the main story. That's it.
So you're not interested in the side stories or anything?
The only side story I saw was Rogue One because they said that had a direct impact on what took place going forward in Episode 4.
Clone Wars kind of direct effect going into Episode 3.
Clone Wars has but it's
same with Rebels.
But Clone Wars is it's multiple. You know what I'm saying? Like it's seasons and seasons of shit, and it's like just tell me what the fuck's happening. Clone Wars was one shot. It was a movie. They put it in.
It was a pilot. It was a pilot for the show.
Yeah,
that's what it was. But no, Clone Wars literally it drives everything that goes right into Episode 3.
Right, and that's fine. I just don't want to. You don't want to in seasons of it. You know what I'm saying? Like. Season after season after season just to get to what I've already seen.
There's only one season.
No, there's like 2 or 3. Yeah, there's like 2 seasons.
2 seasons, I think.
Yeah, so that's...
And there's only like, what,
one season
episodes?
is enough for me.
I guess. All right. I get you. But
I mean, that's how you guys are the big Star Wars, Indiana Jones.
So you're not gonna watch. I
Right?
don't. Indiana Jones. They need to kill that shit. That's what I saw. After the South Park did that whole metaphor of him getting raped and shit, I was like, I never want to see another Indiana Jones movie.
I have no interest.
So you don't care?
I just tell me how the Skywalker saga ends, and then I'm okay. Cool, I'm good.
Well, it ended in Return of the Jedi.
Shit.
I wasn't alive for that.
But you still saw it. And then after that, you didn't have to see Force Awakens. But, whatever.
Well, truth be told, I didn't start watching the Star Wars until they came out with Episode 2.
No shit.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I wonder why you have a bitter taste in your mouth about this shit.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not. I watch it, but I'm not invested.
You're not
Oh, okay, so you're not really invested.
I go to see it,
got you.
it's cool, but I'm not. It's not like I was like 5 years old watching this shit.
So I was like really quiet right now because I was trying to piece this shit together about why you don't like or why you wouldn't watch Clone Wars. But now you said that you started
that makes
watching
sense.
Around the time of episode 2.
Because he put in New Hope, like Episode 4, the original Star Wars. He put in little pieces of everything that happened throughout the stories. Like that's when they mentioned the Clone Wars. They mentioned the Republic. He put in little sprinkles of crack all over the shit.
Yeah, you really did.
No. I saw
really did.
I saw the first 3 the way they said you're supposed to watch. You're supposed to watch the first 3, then go watch the prequel.
But I'm talking about timing wise. Like you didn't.
Well, yeah. By that point, I was like, all right, well.
Yeah, see, like I was just watching this shit as a little kid.
Same
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you. Okay,
plus, I was like 15 years old when they're like, okay, Episode 3's coming out, and I'm like, well, that looks intriguing just off of the score alone. And I wanted to go see it, and I was like, this is definitely the best fucking film of the whole goddamn saga.
Oh yeah, well,
like this is incredible
for all the wrong reasons.
No, this was after I saw everything, and I'm like, Episode 3 is the most entertaining. It is the most entertaining episode out of all of them.
Over Empire Strikes Back?
Yes.
No.
All right.
Again, you were invested in it. You had time to sit with it. I didn't give a fuck. So I was like, all right, well, this is entertaining. It's horrible.
Wait, which one?
Episode 3.
The horrible one. The horrible acting.
Yeah. Was better. He feels Revenge of the Sith is better than Empire
I said it's the most
Back.
entertaining.
Empire Strikes Back was hella entertaining. Hell yeah, that was. That was to me. Okay, wow.
I'm trying to think.
Well, if you think about it,
I'm not disagreeing with you.
Yeah, I'm looking at you.
Yeah, let me make that clear. I mean, Empire Strikes Back. I know everyone likes that one. I like.
It's the best
Return
one.
of the Jedi the best, personally.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the one people out of the original trilogy.
That's cool.
That's the one people hate it. I'm not saying I don't hate it.
I get it. I understand.
I win this one because everybody has 3 different answers. So clearly, there's not no definite.
Well, Empire, I guess. I mean, that's you. Well, that's y'all. But it's like Empire Strikes Back. I mean, come on, you find out the nigga. I remember when I first saw that shit when he said, "I am your father." I thought that nigga was lying. But that nigga lying.
Well, so you know what the problem? The problem one for me though is that like that's how I got introduced to the movies.
Okay, that makes sense.
Like, because my cousin would say that shit, and I was like, "What the fuck are you?" You know, or
They got blown.
Yeah, exactly. So
Edgar told me
it didn't hit the same way.
Edgar told me his dad was an asshole when they walked in like a long time ago back in the 70s when the movie just came out. He's all big old line. He walked out of a show and he yelled out, "Darth Vader is Luke Skywalker's father." Hella loud, spoiled the fucking twist. I was like, that's some hoe
Plus,
shit.
that's one of the most iconic moments. But that's really the only moment I hear people talk about that particular film.
Well,
It's just that moment.
There's
So
that part
doesn't
where he
make
said,
it the
"I
best
love you."
movie. It just means it's the best moment, which obviously it is, because that supersedes the saga in general. Now we're talking about cinematic history. That's definitely up there.
No, we gotta talk about.
I could name multiple scenes in fucking episode 3 where it's just like
for the wrong reasons.
But still, it's entertaining.
It's entertaining as fuck. I'll give you that. Episode 3, yes, that is entertaining.
And there's a reason why we did that episode instead of any
it was
of the other
hilarious.
6. You know what
it
I'm
was
saying?
hilarious.
But that's all I said. It's the most entertaining.
Yeah, okay. It's entertaining. I get you. It's hilarious.
That's why I was thinking. I was like, all right, that kind of makes sense. Entertaining.
It's Samuel L. Jackson telling you no, white boy, and then he gets thrown out of a goddamn rooftop by lightning.
Yeah,
body's still flying down.
Hayden Christensen's acting. Mwah.
Yeah.
Or nah.
Obi-Wan. Ewan McGregor's acting. You are the chosen one. You done fucked up, son.
He said that?
No.
Oh, okay.
I hate you.
That's not canon.
That's not canon. No.
Speaking of not canon, did y'all see Eddie Murphy?
Yeah, why do you? So he apologized for Delirious and Raw.
Fucking culture.
Yeah, you know what culture caused that.
Fuck them.
I'm not mad at him for doing it. I know why he did it because the Dolomite film's coming out. So he's also got Coming to America 2 coming out. That's in the process.
Everyone's mad at Dave Chappelle, so he knows they're all looking at him.
So he's just trying to get ahead of it. And to a certain degree, I get it. After you have information years later, no, you're not going to catch AIDS by kissing a gay man. So, I get it.
Woo, woo, woo.
On the fucking flip side. Let's be clear about this. On the flip side.
Niggas need to take a cocoa and a smile. Shut the fuck up.
No. That's not what I was ready to say.
I'm just want to say.
He apologized to a demographic that wasn't alive when those 2 comedy specials came out.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
so
I mean, the actual acronyms and shit like that, or whatever, the letters, they weren't around and shit, but I mean...
I'm talking about literally, these people weren't born when this came out.
These ones.
The people that he actually apologized to, they were not alive. No, we're not talking about letters. Like, literally, the human beings were not around when this came out.
Their daddies weren't even born around this time period, man.
No, they were.
No, I'm talking about the other culture, but whatever the case, it's one of those, like, really, Eddie, but I was like, I get it, but fuck them. But I'm like, you sensitive motherfuckers. Hypocrite. What else? Stupidly hypocritical? Hypocritically stupid. Hypocritically stupid. That's what these people are. You cancel one person, and then you fucking praise, what's his name? I'm trying to think of a comedian, a white comedian.
The dude that was supposed to be on...
Bill Burr.
Well, no, the dude that was supposed to be on Saturday Night Live, they got him.
Oh, yeah, because
they didn't get him for LGBT, but they got him for the comments he was making.
On a podcast. On a fucking podcast. He was a conservative-ass dude. And they got him the fuck out of there.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that because on one hand I'm like, all right, y'all kind of overdoing it. But I actually kind of heard some of the comments, and I was like, at what point did he think this was actually funny? And then when it was the fact that he apologized, but he doubled down on it too, where it was, well, Mad TV was my favorite anyways, and I'm like,
oh damn, he said Mad TV. Yeah, you fired. You fired. Lil Michaels heard that. He was probably cool with it until he heard that part. Like, oh, word?
No. This is after he was already fired.
Oh damn, when he said that, so he really just pissed him.
No. So that's why I was gonna go at cancel culture until I saw his apology comments, and I was like, all right. They got one right. They got one right just by casualty, I guess. Because if you actually listen to what he was saying, it wasn't funny. Like, and not even in the sense of being sensitive or anything. The shit just wasn't funny. It
wasn't comedic.
But he was doubling down on it, like, this is supposed to be my freedom, and we shouldn't be scared to do these. And I was like, but at what point did your people tell you that this shit just wasn't funny?
Well, he had that white privilege mindset that's embedded in them that feel like they could get away with everything. And plus, Saturday Night Live is not funny anyway, so whatever. I mean, now it's not funny, depending on who's hosting. But whatever the case.
Yeah, I thought that was hilarious when he got fired and he's like, oh, but I was a Mad TV guy anyways. It's like, oh, all right. So you're hurt. Okay. You're upset.
Later.
Oh, well, side note, shout out to 2 Chainz. He is now the co-owner of the AGC Festival.
That's what's up.
A3C.
A3C, yeah. He's now the co-owner of that.
We were speaking on that some episodes ago. How you need to get some people within the culture on these behind the scenes festivals. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
They're waiting on Future. Future got to do something with like something, because he'll sell that motherfucker out in Atlanta.
For sure.
Easy.
He would. Yeah.
The Dirty Sprite Festival.
You would think.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Like seriously, then he brings in everybody that he fucks with and shit. Juice WRLD being one.
Yep.
Fucking Drake.
Yeah, that guy. Nah, but you know what I'm saying. Like that would be fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like all the Atlanta artists. Yep. Like, dude, that would be fucking nuts.
Yeah. Have the up and coming stage.
Just makes too much sense.
Yeah.
Well, this is the illogical sense. Nothing makes sense outside in the world except in here on this podcast.
Give me a hell yeah!
Hell yeah.
On a quick somber note, because I don't want to stay on this too long. We definitely want to send our prayers out to Snoop and his family. Mm-hmm. His oldest, Corday, had posted and announced that his 10-day-old baby had passed away.
Yeah, I saw that.
Damn. Yeah, family was grieving over that, so we definitely want to send our good energy, prayers, and vibes and everything else in between over to the family as they're going through that. And then another thing I didn't even realize took place because all the attention was on Antonio Brown and the Raiders at the time. I want to say rest in peace to Neron Ball, linebacker that played for the Raiders while I was there. He had I don't want to say brain disease if it wasn't a brain disease, but he had something going on with his brain where he went into a coma at the end of last year, which I spoke on. And I didn't hear anything about it afterwards until today when somebody had brought up Neron, and I was like, wait a minute, what? And I went and actually looked. Yeah, the week of week 1, he passed away.
Damn.
27 years old.
Damn.
So that one actually, like, you know, stood in place for like a good 3 minutes. I didn't know Neron the best. Like, you know what I'm saying? We talked for more than 30 seconds to a minute at a time.
Right.
One of the nicest guys I ever met, man. Just, he always had a smile on his face, was always ready to crack a joke. His rookie class was the class that I filmed in training camp when they did their rookie skits. In his group, they were doing like this joke on a cipher. So I actually got to know him through that.
Okay.
And then just always just like, again, just smiling, we just crack a joke. If he knew you well enough, his fist was always out before you even noticed to give you a dap. You know what I'm saying? He was just one of those personal cats. So like just read it. It was just,
it's heartbreaking.
damn, man. Like,
it sucks.
Yeah.
So again, rest in peace to Neron, and even though it's, you know, days past, again, prayers and condolences to his family and the rest of the loved ones.
Yeah. Definitely.
So, sports.
Yeah, we forgot last week to give a shout out to the Bay in NCAA football. San Jose State and Cal said fuck the SEC
And beat their ass.
and took 2 teams out. So shouts out to them. Cal took out Ole Miss, and San Jose State went to Arkansas and beat Arkansas.
Go Spartans.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what they did this weekend, but
Out about last
It
week.
didn't even matter.
yeah.
Last week.
Like, we were getting ready to do the show. We didn't even know that right down the street they were having their
Victories.
their victory rally.
Yeah.
For real.
So shouts out to them.
They just won the fucking bowl game. Good for them.
Shit, you beat the SEC coming from the WAC.
Not even that.
Awesome.
Saying something.
In Arkansas?
Yeah.
Like, really?
Or is San Jose State the WAC anymore, or is it Mountain?
I'm not sure exactly what conference they're in right now.
They just did random shit.
Because
Just
it's
random.
the Mountain Conference or some shit like that.
It might be like the Mountain West or something.
There you go.
Yeah, something like that.
Either way, you come from that conference. That's not a conference known for being at top of the rankings at the end of the season.
Now, LeBron James, he's getting to the point now where he's transcending basketball. Like, he's at this point now, after his contract, after his little 4-year option is up with the Lakers, he could literally just retire because he really doesn't need to play. I say all that because he had Gavin Newsom on the shop.
Yeah.
Governor Gavin Newsom. And I'm just like, oh, that's a flex. Because he can have fucking Jesus Christ himself on. He can have Jesus Christ himself on the shop, just chilling there, getting his hair braided and shit.
I mean, at this point,
it's LeBron.
It's LeBron, and
LeBron is literally
with a
even
copy
if
of Jesus.
Even if it's just America, because, you know, when you get outside of America, you got soccer players who are more popular than LeBron. And I would say it's probably 2. You know, a lot of people don't know that, but
I believe it.
There's a world outside of America.
Yeah, no,
but within America,
Kobe's big around the world too.
No, I'm talking about current players.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Current athletes.
Oh, yeah.
Because Kobe don't even recognize that he played ball anymore. Kobe's his bio reads Oscar-winning,
multiple time champion.
That nigga
don't even say that shit.
That nigga don't even say the former NBA player. His shit focuses on what he's doing now.
Yep.
Oscar.
He is completely
Academy Award winning.
I have to give it to Kobe.
Academy Award winner Kobe Bryant. I don't even sound wild.
I have to give it to Kobe.
Crazy, huh?
We all thought he was going to be lost without basketball, and all this nigga has done is say, I'm just going to use basketball to go into my next fucking venture. Fuck y'all.
Hey, that could be Kevin Garnett too. He's about to be in that Adam Sandler movie.
Yeah, well, KG, he's done multiple stuff since he's retired.
Oh, really?
He's got Area 21 that they just canceled.
Area 21. What was
that? Was on Inside the NBA. That was a part of that.
I didn't watch that. So.
Yeah, he had his own section.
Well, that explains why I didn't watch it. Because it got canceled.
No, I didn't. It lasted 3 seasons.
Well, I didn't watch it.
That's not why it got canceled, though.
Well, shit.
It got canceled because he wouldn't stop cussing.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, shit. Should have been.
It was awesome. Yeah. It was actually a really good segment.
Yeah. That should be like on YouTube or something.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Something just on a streaming platform.
Yeah.
Or shit.
But
the situation with LeBron, it's not surprising because he is the face of the
NBA.
Not the NBA, of the new modern athlete.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When I say new modern athlete, it's not just what happens inside the lines. It's everything outside too, whether it be starting your own production company or even something as simple as just going and promoting yourself on Instagram.
Yeah.
He is literally the face of that. So to then hear that this episode isn't even supposed to be a live episode. This is a internet episode only.
Not even on HBO, so he said fuck HBO.
Really?
This is
Undefeated.
as of now. It could change.
It could be
as
on
of
HBO.
now. It is internet only. This was designed to get the keyboards moving.
Yeah, try to go viral. Also just to flex because he's LeBron James and training camp's about to happen and shit. He had to get this out the way. So yeah, Gavin Newsom, this motherfucker, I'm just saying,
This motherfucker.
He officially signed the Senate bill of the Fair Play to Pay Act. On the shop, he literally signed it right there.
Yeah.
I was like, motherfucker! Fuck you, LeBron. I gotta be outside the court.
Oh, shit.
That's just great. This motherfucker is a whole enterprise. Like, why are you playing basketball now? Like, you got your rings, you got your MVPs. Just fucking go out and change the world, Craig.
You gotta remember, he wants to stay in as long as possible because he wants to play
with his son, I know.
Yeah.
But still, he's like, he has a...
Selfishness.
He's gonna be building, he already having, build schools. He might go out and go to Africa and build some schools and shit. Might cure cancer. just do all types of shit.
I mean, he's got his own section at Nike.
That's what I meant. That's what I was going into.
That's what I'm saying. Like, at this point, this guy can do anything.
Yeah,
bro.
they're already working on
seriously.
Gatorade infused marijuana at this point.
I mean,
I wouldn't doubt it.
But it's just, everything.
Gatorade infused marijuana.
Yeah.
Outside of basketball, great. Inside basketball, that's a whole different topic. Because, the Bron sexuals get very, very annoying.
Well, I mean, no, that's just, again, I've never had on the court, I've had very little issues with LeBron himself.
Except for, what's it called? What was it called that he did? Where he load management.
I was upset with load management at the time until I realized what it did for Kawhi Leonard. And I was like, that's what load management does? Yeah, sit his ass down. Don't let him come back. Fuck it. I saw what Kawhi Leonard did. He outlasted 5 of them motherfuckers on the Warriors.
Yeah.
Because of load management.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yes, I was mad at first until you saw what it actually does for you in June. And I'm like, all right. Your only fault was going and doing the 2 Chainz album, which
that looked crazy.
That looked bad.
It looked crazy, but that's
looked real bad.
But again, how many times have we celebrated somebody that's actually committed a crime?
Like what? Huh?
What I'm saying is, how many times people players,
zero.
That's a lie because guys commit crimes all the time, and they're able to come back on the court and you celebrate a game winner. I'm not saying celebrate the crime that they do.
That's what I meant.
No, I'm saying celebrate somebody that actually does a crime. They're able to come back into the league. They hit a game winner, throw a game winning touchdown. And we're like, yeah, thank you. You did something. He ain't ever done anything like that. His biggest crime was going to make a 2 Chainz album. I can live with that.
I took it a whole different route.
No. That's just what I'm saying.
I get you.
Because you just brought up how we were upset about load management. And I'm like, well, in the grand scheme of things, that's his biggest crime. So whatever. I'll take that. It's not a big deal. Again, all the shit comes from the 3-6 Mafia. It has nothing to do with him.
I know. That's what I was alluding to. That fan base is just... Yeah. If you criticize him for what he's doing on the court... All of a sudden, they become hypocritically stupid. They become hypocritically stupid. Like, he fucking built he killed cancer. What's that got to do with him fucking up, missing the game-winning shot? The fuck?
Or passing up on the game-winning shot.
Or just sitting on the bench. Or just giving up. Like, we're going to lose, even though we're down by 1 point. What's that got to do with anything? Well, Jordan did that. No, what? Kobe did that. Like, they just start fucking...
So,
annoying ass.
I rarely pay them any mind. What took me by surprise, well, not surprise, but it's just you got to remember, we're only here because of Laura Ingraham. Gavin Newsom only did this because of what? No, not to piss her off. We're only here because Laura Ingraham said, "Shut up and dribble."
Yeah, white people.
You see what I'm saying? Like
white people.
Think about it for a second. And that's
the name didn't ring any bells and shit. But then
we are only here. Because somebody felt that they were superior enough to tell him, you're only an entertainer. We only care about what you're doing between the lines.
Yeah. Shut up and dribble, nigga.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what she said. Shut up and dribble, nigga. So
the fact that he was able to say,
I cracker.
And not only do the shot, but remember, he had the documentary about professional athletes going into the politics to change stuff.
Yep.
He did that. He's doing multiple shit with his production companies.
Yeah.
And then to top it all off, it's the governor of California, which I just learned today, played baseball here at Santa Clara while he was in college. So now that makes perfect sense as to why he was invested in this.
Oh, for
Because
sure.
he actually lived the life of a college athlete and knows the ins and outs of that. So who better than to do that?
Yeah.
So, again, none of this would take place if Laura Ingraham. So we should actually
Applaud that woman.
Yeah, salute, because you know she upset somewhere.
Fuck out of here.
You talk about a mustard seed growing and
Nah,
Man,
really.
she got other
man.
shit.
being the
Them folks over at Fox News got other shit to worry about, like their president getting impeached. So, yeah, we're gonna get. I'm not gonna talk about today. I don't want to talk about, but when it happens, oh, you thought I was happy when if
I'm
Tyreek
sketch on
dies.
that.
We'll talk about that later.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
To me, that's a pipe dream. Still,
if it happens, it's gonna be a happy day on the illogical sense, but that's gonna be like the Seahawks fucking blowing the fucking Super Bowl. Oh, times 1,000. So anyway, so
Damn.
Media Day. We need to talk about Power Rita today in a bit. Yeah, so it was Media Day in the NBA. I didn't watch all that, so how was it with your Lakers?
It was exciting. One thing I definitely loved about Anthony Davis was he said straight up, when it comes to defense, I'm holding everybody accountable.
Okay.
Yeah. He is very
Focus.
He is
Let's
very
go.
focused on he wants Defensive Player of the Year. He said that from jump.
Really?
He said, I want Defensive Player of the Year.
like
I'm not
that.
going to stop until anybody gets in, if anybody stands in my way. He said that even includes LeBron. It's like, and I've told LeBron. And he said, the beautiful thing about it is I have a relationship with LeBron where he knows it's not me overstepping grounds. It's to help make our team better. They brought that up to LeBron. He was like, yeah, he told me. You know what I said? I'm going to get in line. Let's do it.
Then I go and tell go to bus and say, get rid of this motherfucker. Be on his back.
You don't do that with a franchise player.
Hey, I'm not putting nothing past him.
You just don't do that with a franchise player.
I don't ever watch these media day shits because I don't never get too hyped. And then on top of that, I don't ever remember when the shits are. You know what I mean? I smoke a lot of weed. But anyway,
That shit was at 11:30 a.m. on a Friday.
Yeah, see?
On a Friday? Damn.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna happen with me. This ain't gonna happen.
I did my orders that I needed to do, and I make sure I took that 3-hour break, and I was like, I'm just gonna drive tonight.
Yeah, nah, but just hearing that shit though,
Yeah.
man.
They even said
See, I
there's
didn't want to get too hyped.
they said
I don't watch the shit.
They said there's a possibility we run a 3 big lineup, or at the same time you will see Anthony Davis running at small forward because JaVale and Dwight will be on the court with him, and I was like, fam, that actually kind of excites me.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta see how Dwight plays.
I definitely need to see
know
it
what
all
I'm saying?
together.
Like, yeah.
All together, I need to see it. But from what everybody around that franchise has been saying, they're saying he's coming in and he's playing like he's only supposed to be here. He's not taking for granted that he's pretty much on a day-to-day contract.
That's cool. I
So
mean,
that
not,
at least
not to
makes
downplay
me
it.
that at least makes me feel better. But just the
Yeah.
idea that you
I
have
still gotta see it though.
of course.
You know what I mean?
But what I'm saying is the idea that you have 3 of the top shot blockers that you know of. Because even when Dwight's healthy, you know he can.
Oh yeah.
If all else
Yeah.
fails and he can't score,
He could play
he could
defense.
grab a rebound, he could block a shot.
Yeah.
So the fact you would have Anthony Davis at small forward blocking shots.
That shit's wild.
You know what I'm saying? Like
That
that was
shit's
like,
crazy.
okay, cool. I'm excited for that.
And I wonder if LeBron will be on the court at the same time.
Possibly running point guard.
Shit.
Yeah.
When's the season start? October what?
2 weeks.
No, I mean, preseason or just the season?
Season starts October 17th.
Oh, that's what I meant. Oh,
So we got 2 weeks.
yeah, so their break really is the summer, and then they go right back to
Damn.
it.
Yeah.
Not like the NFL. You had to wait
Well,
fucking 6
yeah,
months.
because I mean, there's a difference in NFL and basketball.
I know.
I'm not saying that to you. I'm just saying
to the people.
Yeah, in general, like you literally have to take that much time to get your body right just to fuck it up all over again. Basketball,
Yeah.
and that's the difference with football and basketball. Football, you can't play during the off season. Basketball, these niggas going to the Drew League and continuing to play. They're always
Or UCLA.
yeah, some of them even go into the big.
Like
some
shit.
went into the Big 3.
No shit.
I mean, look, Joe Johnson, he didn't technically go to the Big 3, but, well, I shouldn't say he didn't come from the NBA to go to the Big 3. He was out for a while.
Oh,
Look what happened with
yeah,
him. He went to the Big 3, and all of a sudden, he's back in the NBA.
Right.
So it's
Damn,
not like
yeah,
these
that's
guys
crazy.
take off for the summer.
Yeah.
Like, they're still playing. It's just not
just to get their bodies
publicized.
fucked up. Yeah, well, you know.
I want to say rest in peace, too, to the cat from... I'm going to pull his name up right now, because I don't want to disrespect him like that, but the cat that was murdered
Who?
from the Big 3.
Oh, he got murdered?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pulling that up right now.
You looking it up right now?
Andre Emmett. Andre Emmett was shot and killed in Dallas.
Ain't that about
like 37 years old.
That's some bullshit.
He had actually started. He played at Texas Tech, if I'm not mistaken. Had a few little stint in the NBA, and then majority of his stint was overseas. And then he came over and obviously played in the Big Three. The games I saw that he was included in them, he was a fan favorite. Like everybody loved him. And that's not to diminish what he was doing off the court. He was doing a lot of good things in his community. Shit like that's just like
fucked up.
Yeah, man, it's just sad.
So rest in peace to him. As far as all the other media days, I wasn't really.
You shouldn't really pay attention to.
No, it's not about not paying attention. You just want to get the sound bites. That way, you know what everybody else's temperature is.
Okay.
Clippers, they had their media day the same day as the Rams played. So after that, Kawhi went to the game yesterday and they booed the fuck out of him.
Because he's not
I'm not thinking straight. I was like, wait, why would they? He's in because he's in Laker line. That's right.
Yeah. So they booed the fuck out of him. I guess Paul George went somewhere too, and they booed the fuck out of him.
Well deserved. They had to.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
they well deserved. They had to.
The Nets media day is where I found it to be very interesting and funny, and like, okay, here we go again when it comes to KD. Wow. It's not because of what KD said.
What Kyrie said.
Yes.
Kyrie was just... Yeah, okay, bro. It was one of those... Man, shut up, nigga.
No, what he was saying was actually truthful. It wasn't... It's not what he said. It's the situation that he then put on KD, and it stupidly... It contradicted what he was trying to do in the first place. Because he went up and basically said, yeah, the Warriors, they fucked around with KD. Should have never been out there. You know what I'm saying? But now he's with me, and I'm gonna make sure that none of that shit ever happens again. Like, just I'm gonna kind of like
watch out,
protect him. And it's like, that's cool, but you just put KD in a situation where now he has to answer for the shit that you said, what you were trying to
avoid. And KD said he is done talking about that situation, and he's went on record by saying that the Warriors had nothing to do with it. That was on him, and it's just he doesn't blame nobody but for what happened. And you just putting more. And he's already fed up. Yeah, you know how KD is, sensitive.
Yeah.
We were supposed to talk about him last week. You said about his interview. Oh, what's that from? Sensitive. What is that from? Nutty Professor? Sensitive. I know Eddie Murphy said that shit. Anyway.
That's Make the Pain.
Oh, yes.
Sensitive.
Yes, there you go. There you go. Major Pain. Sensitive. Love that damn movie. Love it. Anyway, when somebody had KD like an interview, we didn't talk about it last week.
I came and went.
But I know. I'm curious myself. Like, what do you talk about? Just being stupid?
No, he didn't talk about being stupid. It's just. He didn't talk about being stupid.
I know. What are you talking about? Being stupid?
Stupid.
It's just one of those things where it's like he's still putting stock in
what the people say.
Yeah, and it's like
he's really he's not sensitive. He is sensitive.
I mean, in his defense on social media, some dude was trying to stunt with his conversation with him on Instagram, and it was like, fam, you just look like a fucking clown talking to a professional athlete when he's actually trying to have a conversation with you. Like, dude was like trying to just belittle him at like the most for you were a snake to the Warriors. You should have done it, and he's like, but you only took 1 year deals. You knew you were playing all. He's like, I took 1 year deals so we could help sign people. What the fuck are you talking about? He started breaking down. Seriously. Like, he just kept going, and dude was trying to stunt on with it, and everybo's looking at him like,
trolling him.
He was literally trying to stunt with it. Like, yeah, this is how I got a KD, and everybody was like, you're a fucking dumbass. You have the opportunity to talk to a professional athlete that actually take time out, and you're here trying to just run with it like he's actually conversing with you.
And that's why these celebrities and professional athletes and all that shit don't talk to normal people.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
They need to stay off social media. KD needs to stay off social media.
But to be fair,
he really does.
But to be fair,
and now he's dealing with New York media. Ugh.
But to be fair, I mean, again, I agree with what KD said before. It's like, why should I stay on when I want to get on and actually talk basketball? What's the crime in that?
If he does that, like, I have no issue with it. But the problem is,
basketball player.
Like I said, though, people are just going to be dumb.
You know,
of course he should pick and choose who he should converse with. But
for sure.
The idea of I agree with it. Celebrity, you guys should just stay off social media. It's like, nah, but they're people still at the same time too. You know what I mean?
At the same time, people don't look at them like people.
Of course, that's why you gotta.
But that's what I'm saying.
You gotta pick and choose with who you converse with. As soon as you know the shit sounds stupid.
And the thing is,
if you got someone throwing stats at you, then obviously they know
and
something.
He's constantly, and it's negative energy for him because I can tell he's constantly sitting, scrolling and reading what people are saying about him. And he's like, I made the game winner in front of LeBron's face. I got MVP. I did all this shit. And you guys are still not respecting me. Nope. How come you don't love me, man? And then ran his ass over to Brooklyn.
Trash.
I mean, hey, man. I hope he does good because if he starts fucking up in Brooklyn, it's going to be... And him... And you already know how passive-aggressive Kyrie Irving is.
The Brooklyn bar is very low.
I'm just saying, but the whole spotlight is on KD, and you already know, and he's just loud and everything.
Well, no, what I'm saying is that he's in New York. Brooklyn isn't New York Knicks.
The Knicks
Brooklyn Nets are.
KD's a superstar.
It's the Clippers to the Lakers.
But he's a fucking superstar.
No,
it's like Kawhi going to the Clippers.
Kawhi could fail, but he ain't going. He's not going to get.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, Kawhi could fail, but he's not going to get ridiculed like Anthony Davis will get ridiculed if he fails.
Well, I'm just
that's
all my. I'm just saying, all my New York friends were telling me like they will tear him. They will tear him a new one.
Are they Nets fans or Knicks fans?
They're saying in general, just New York media. Period.
Because they probably will. Like, no, realistically, the what do you call it? I can see like the newspapers and all that shit going at him.
And
you know what I mean?
And social.
Hold up. But the next day, it's forgotten.
Yeah, it's not New York. It's not New York Knicks media. New York Knicks media and Lakers media are different medias from the other two teams.
Yeah,
because the other two teams don't have history.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? So like, it's literally the medias are waiting for them to reclaim that history. These guys are literally just. They're trying to make their own history. They're trying to start history.
Yeah, well,
so that's the difference.
I'm just saying, if shit just gets spooky over there, and then they start bickering at each other, it will be.
Because remember, he's not even playing this year.
I know. Yeah. I know. I'm just saying.
He's got a year off.
I'm saying he might come back though.
No. They shut that shit down immediately.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
They shut that shit all the way fuck down.
I'm just saying.
I mean, realistically.
Yeah, it wasn't just.
He had, bro.
It wasn't just Kyrie. It was the general manager or the owner. He went in and he's like, no, we're going into the season as if KD's not playing.
Yeah, he might.
He's like, whatever happens as a result of that, as in some miraculous healing, then we're gonna sit down and evaluate everything. He goes, because we're in this for the long run, not just for one season.
Right.
We're not gonna have him just say, I want to play.
That's a smart move.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So again, if there's if he's like a month ahead of schedule, then you're doing a disservice to your organization by not looking into it. But it's not like they're banking on that.
And then also, I mean, you got to think about playoff position too. Like, if you're not even near the shit, then
don't even bother playing him.
No.
He's Achilles, man. The Achilles got fucked up, man.
Risk that shit.
Fuck all that.
So that took place. And
also,
then,
Bleacher Report, come to the fucking stand.
Yeah. So this is one of them situations where I just have certain morals.
Integrity.
When it comes to, it's not even about integrity.
Why do they hate this man?
I love this game too much to just indulge with any and every little thing. And when I say that, everybody knows where I stand. Lakers. I'm talking about the overall game. I love the overall game so much. I just don't choose to indulge. So when I saw Kobe was on this top 50 list at 14, I was like, okay, maybe it's time to indulge. Until I started scrolling through and seeing that Allen Iverson wasn't even on the top 50
Not even
list.
one mention of him.
No, there was a mention of him because they named a bunch of players that.
So why didn't they mention him?
No, they named players that didn't make the cut first. Then they got into the list.
But why would I not mention? But why didn't he make the cut?
Who knows?
Nobody knows.
Who knows?
Nobody knows.
I don't know what metric they're using to make this list, man.
Allen Iverson don't even know because I'm going to get into what Iverson had to say about it.
I see. I respect Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant is by far one of them. Out of all the there's a few basketball players I respect more. There's Jordan, and then there's Kobe, and Allen Iverson's in there too. But out of the top 50, there's some shit I want to make sense. Then I just shut up because it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah. So Iverson did not make the list at all, and at that point I was like, there's no reason to even divulge into this because mad. What's the point? You know what I'm saying? Like. You're not even including... You're going off of some metric that clearly isn't based on what a lot of the players feel.
Yeah.
Because, again, people can say what they want to feel about Kobe. Mm-hmm. You talk to any player and they're like, Yeah, let's see how them motherfuckers would have felt about him if they had to guard him for one night.
Yeah,
they all say that
about him and Jordan. They're the only two people that played with both Jordan and Kobe. They said out of everyone, those two are the most, ruthless players.
Steven Jackson, we know Steven Jackson's pedigree. We had to see Steven Jackson in the playoffs a couple times, so we know how he gets down.
Yep.
Steven Jackson said he would much rather play against LeBron than
Kobe or Jordan,
because he said Kobe's mentality is I'm going to score 50 on you.
Yeah,
I will not lose.
Yeah. So it's just
nice.
Again, when it comes to the players, like, why am I going to take somebody that's looking at numbers over somebody that played and knows?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when it comes to Iverson took to Instagram.
It was a long ass post.
No.
All right.
But this is why we got to know what this criteria is, because he lays it out, and it's hard to, when you read the numbers, it's like, yeah, why isn't it, for somebody that doesn't know the game or that grew up in this era, you start looking at it and be like, yeah, well, he put those up, why isn't he? So Iverson said, I was discouraged when I seen that Kobe wasn't top 10 on the list, and I'm not even on it. What's the criteria? Is it based on stats, cultural influence, a personal preference, or what? Because it can't be about basketball. Hal's an MVP, 11-time All-Star, 2-time All-Star MVP, 7-time All-NBA, Rookie of the Year, 3-time steals leader, 4-time scoring champ, 76-time 40-point scorer, 11-time 50-point scorer, a career-high 60-point game, career scoring average of 26.7, and the second leader in playoff points per game average not on this list. It has to be something else, because I don't understand. You can't name me 49 NBA players that has this on their resume.
It's just about bias, and that's how
I love Pau Gasol. We know how I feel about the Spaniard. Okay. Pau was 46, and Iverson wasn't on this list.
No. Yeah, nah.
And we're talking about Pau, who did not win a playoff game until he got with the Lakers.
Right.
Iverson took a team to the finals and stole a game from us and robbed us of a perfect playoff season.
It's biased.
Yeah,
I'm just going to say it's biased.
I mean, I get it.
Or,
you know what I mean?
What have I been saying this whole episode? It was just hypocritically stupid. They probably, the person who made the list, or the people that made it, just didn't like Iverson for whatever reason.
And this goes to the analytics. Because, again, I feel that analytics are important. They have their role within the game. But when you just start taking it
to the extreme,
when you just start treating these guys just as numbers, like just data that you can compute. You know what I'm saying? Like, they put up, they took off the names for Steph and Kobe. That's another thing. Steph was number 10 on this list, and Kobe was 14.
Well, I've seen that. That's what I'm saying. And we gotta get into a conversation about why Kobe Bryant is like the most disrespected player.
Even my boy that I go to work, that I work with and shit, right? Like, he's a Warriors fan through and through, right? He was tripping out on that shit. He's like, how the fuck is Kobe not like top 5?
Yeah.
Period. Like,
they got guys on here that they know damn good well they didn't even watch.
Why is Kobe disrespected? Like, why is he disrespected?
Because
like this?
People feel he's a
ball hog,
carbon copycat of MJ.
That too.
But
that isn't as good as MJ, and they feel he was overhyped. And
but he got 5 rings.
That's overhyped, bro.
Yeah.
How's getting 5 rings?
Because today's Shaq.
Because today's fan doesn't factor in wins. It's so strange.
Because it
is so strange.
It's all numbers.
It's all about numbers now.
Yeah. I would. It's not even all LeBron. It's literally a game of, like, they're talking about. I just saw a graphic posted the other day where they're like the most clutch in the playoffs, and I was like, okay, he's done it before. He's done it before. But why is James Harden on here? Because of the Because of the numbers. Because of the numbers.
Oh yeah. There's powerful
After
nigga
what he did,
because and this is what I'm telling you. The numbers. It's solely based on the numbers.
So
they
like
don't take into account.
What's the shit called? But it's like the BCS. The BCS.
Yeah, they don't take into account what takes place on the court. It's just the numbers. And that's a fucking problem. They've turned this game into a fucking math equation.
The fans and the analysts have done this shit. It's like Moneyball. Like, it's just.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen what Kobe Bryant has done on the court. I seen it. Okay? If you say he's a carbon copy of Michael Jordan, I saw what Jordan did. No one can do that, but Kobe did it. Do y'all say that LeBron? He was very close. Y'all compare Jordan and LeBron, and last time I checked, Jordan got 6 rings. Fucking LeBron got what, 3 with 2 different teams? So two with the Heat, 1 with the Cavs, and then he lost 6 times. Jordan never lost 6 times.
He didn't lose once.
He didn't lose once.
But see, I take.
I'm just saying.
No. I understand. I know how you do. Even then, that's hypocritical because you're going off the numbers, not realizing that.
Hypocritically, no. Okay,
because again, let's look at what happened. Who was coaching MJ? Phil. Who was coaching Kobe? Phil. Who was coaching LeBron?
Not Phil.
A lot of people, not named Phil Jackson. So you're trying to go to the extreme?
No. What I'm saying is that if you're going to say the same about Iverson, where there's context, you can't just ignore the context in LeBron.
So you got to have the context on. Okay, I mean,
I guess they ignored the context on this.
So you try to use the extreme on both of this shit. I know what you mean.
What I'm saying is, if I'm going to call it for one, I got to call it for the other two. I don't just pick and choose.
I'm not picking. It's not picking and choosing, but it's like you talk about what we saw on the court. I've seen what these motherfuckers. I saw what Kobe can do, and I never seen no other player besides Jordan do that.
You got to remember though, I've seen what Kobe can do too. I also saw what he did against the Detroit Pistons in the finals.
What? Gets fucked up?
He looked like fucking shit.
Oh yeah, he did. I remember that.
You know what I'm saying? Like
there's very few.
Of course.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to. All I'm saying is that context matters.
I know, but
that's all I'm saying.
But I'm always seeing where he is. I've always seen where. I see it online a lot. I see it like in these rankings. It's like they refuse to give him that respect, and it's almost like some Eminem shit. They don't want to give Eminem that type of respect for selling and doing all that shit. It's like they begrudgingly put him in like the top 2 every time. It's like I guess.
Well, again, like it just shows the hypocrisy because it's like they hold three finals against Kobe, but Steph won 3 finals, and not in any of those finals did he get Finals MVP.
But they don't look at.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but they don't look at Kobe. Yeah. They don't look at Steph like MJ and Jace. I guess.
So that's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. The context of it all.
I get you.
Like you know what I'm saying? If you're going, that's just my thing. I love this game so much. Where if I'm going to use context, if I'm going to have that argument for one, then I got to play devil's advocate. I got to hold it across the board. I can't just pick and choose when to provide context.
I get you.
I'm using context against everybody who constantly just throws me numbers and doesn't know what the fuck is going on and can't tell me what a damn high screen pick and roll is. You know what I'm saying? There's many cats that are talking about, oh, well, he scores 8 points. Motherfucker, can you tell me how he's getting the points?
God damn.
Because there's much more than just points.
No, definitely.
Tell me how he's getting the points.
Yeah.
It's like what Deshaun Watson said yesterday in his presser. When dude was like, well, why didn't you do this? And he's like, okay, well, do you know what the covers are? Because, I can't throw it high because they're going back high. Like, they're only leaving me the middle ground.
And it's people on Twitter, and it's just, it's at the end of the day, Bleacher Report, you're guilty. Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
That list is bullshit.
Y'all tripping.
Y'all niggas are bullshit. Go sit with 6ix9ine.
I don't know how AI don't make a list, man.
Because it's bias. It's biasism.
Like, no,
I'm just looking
I don't give a fuck about bias or not. Like, dude, he belongs on every fucking list.
Yeah.
Well, they went viral.
No lower than 25.
I'm tired of these lists.
And even that might be too low.
I'm tired of these lists that go viral for all the wrong reasons. But it spikes up conversations like this. So I guess. Congratulations.
I mean, Joe Budden was number 3.
That's what I was getting into that. Yeah.
No, I wasn't going to bring that up. I was just, I'm very curious on some of these people's
they're probably
resumes.
It's probably white.
That's definitely.
Because if it's coming straight from a fan standpoint, there's no reason to get upset with that. All right, you're misinformed.
Yeah.
But if you got some credentials where you've been in this game and you know this game, hold up, man.
Maybe you got CTE.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. Well, speaking of CTE week, week 4 in the NFL.
CTE week.
Yeah, you like that, huh?
CTE week continues.
CTE week continues.
Yeah.
Week 4. Niners didn't play, so fuck everyone.
I'm done.
I'm done. I mean, Raiders won. I was shocked. I woke up late because I thought I was late for work. But I was like, oh shit! I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna work till later. And then I turned the game on, and I was like, what the fuck? Raiders are winning against the who did you go against?
Colts.
Colts. Huh?
Colts have a trash defense.
They really do.
Yeah, that was.
But I was just shocked to see that score. I'm like, oh shit, you guys are trying.
I called that shit too, by the way.
Yeah. Colts have a trash defense, so I wasn't as surprised to see that.
Fucking.
It's a good game overall.
Patrick.
They did what they were supposed to do. The week started with that Thursday night game. Started with CTE.
Oh yeah.
The hit on Julian Williams. I think that's his name. The Green Bay's running back.
Oh yeah.
Eagles homeboy just.
Oh fuck yeah.
Helmet to helmet, just smack right there, and you know, and then it ended with the Eagles cornerback, his own teammate. They're both going for a tackle, and he slams his head into him, and then he has to get carted off. Well, so you just knew what kind of week it was just going to be from those.
But you know who didn't
CTE week?
You know who didn't see? You know who didn't see these games? Dish Network people, because Dish Network took away all the Fox stations. Literally the day of that Thursday night game.
Niggas start going to streaming.
They might as well, because they literally did. They not only did they take away all their Fox stations, they took away FS1 and all the motherfucking sporting networks because of some contract shit. I'm like, y'all ain't shit.
That's now I remember perfectly. Those were the channels, a part of that Sony and Disney partnership, the FX1s and the deep Fox Sports channels.
Oh shit.
Yeah. All right. Now it's they fucked Dish over in the process.
Yeah, and Dish is they're literally pointing fingers at each other, but they're taking away. They took away the local Fox channels like Channel 2, and it was a week before Smackdown goes live on Fridays.
Shit doesn't make any sense.
People just gotta cut the cord.
They might as well at this point because they're playing.
They don't need the cord anymore.
I don't get these cable companies like, why y'all
just
doing
stream
this
everything.
shit?
Fuck it.
Y'all just fucking up everything.
But as the day progressed, a lot of CTE out there, man. I mean, like just a lot of stuff you got to keep in mind.
The Steelers won, by the way, the Monday night game.
Yeah, I mean that Patriots Bills game, and Josh Allen thought he could just run down the middle. And I mean, you should always feel safe to some degree, but you still got to slide because you kind of know what's going to take place.
Yeah, you are a quarterback.
You are a quarterback.
Dude,
don't forget that shit.
Helmet to helmet, and next thing he's knocked out.
Yep.
And then to go back to the Colts game, the one that we say is responsible for Antonio Brown being
knocked the
partly
crazy,
the remnants of what he is nowadays.
Hypocritically stupid.
Vontrez Burfict. He had a hit for the ages and a hit that might have cost him the rest of his career.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
And it was stupid when he did it too. Like, it was literally
he had so much time to stop.
And he just kept going and literally lowered his head and knocked him the fuck out.
Not even he had so much time to stop. He had so much time to stop. Think about what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
Aim low. I mean, this is all like there was so much time there.
Yep.
Like, what the fuck was he thinking?
Yep. And because of that, he is suspended for the rest of the season.
Yeah, he was on Jack Doyle. Something right?
Yeah.
Doyle.
Yeah.
Close tight end.
He was fucked up, huh?
No, he stayed in. He actually scored a touchdown.
CTE records, baby.
Now everybody built the same.
Yeah. Shit.
So
he's been talking to
Vontrez, yeah.
For real.
Yeah. Hey man, they fucking man.
So
cured it.
He's got the cure.
So Vontrez's hit wasn't that much different compared to the other helmet hits that we saw where the guys didn't get suspended.
Right.
It's just I'm not going to cape for it because it's like, yeah, it's no different, but the different scenario is that this motherfucker has constantly been suspended for hits like this.
Yeah.
I think this is the 4th straight year.
Bro, I actually just seen it on the ticker on ESPN right now. He's getting the whole season, suspended because of this is a 6-1.
Yeah. So it's a 6-1, and it's like his 4th consecutive year where he's gotten a suspension to this magnitude. Because the previous 3 seasons, he's got suspended for 4 games each.
Yeah, 4 games. Yeah,
so at this point, they're like, look, you're only playing 4 games. Get the fuck out of here.
Yep.
If you've been following Vontrez Burfict, this actually supersedes college.
Damn,
he's been doing this since he was at Centennial.
Oh my god.
When he hit Matt, this is how far back goes back. When he hit Matt Barkley, who, by the way, I didn't even know Matt Barkley was still in the NFL until I saw, oh shit, he's on the Bills. He's actually playing right now. Okay. Yeah, he did a hit on Matt Barkley when they were in high school. And Matt Barkley came out in the papers and was like, yo, there's something going on. He did that on purpose. So it's been following him. And then it followed him to Arizona. Because nothing changed. Damn. He still got suspended when he was defensive player of the Pac-10 at the time. So that didn't change. And of course, his record in the NFL, like, you can say and bring up, oh, well, it's no different from the other hits. No, it's not. But he has a history that goes back to high school with this shit. That's the difference.
Fuck, that's crazy. I didn't know it went that far back.
Yeah.
That's ugh. So
somebody gotta check that motherfucker because his brain probably likely looks like a couple a couple cups of blue cheese at this point.
Fuck.
Yeah.
So
that was NFL week. Cowboys lost.
That's always great. That's always great to say. That's a round of applause. Always love me. And now, because of that, the 49ers are now the only team in the NFC that is 3-0.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, for wrestling, this gonna be. If you're a wrestling fan, this is going to be a great era for you. For 5 days straight, shit, you've been on 6 days straight, shit. Nothing but wrestling from different companies: WWE, AEW, NXT, fucking MLW, all types of just W's all around.
A bunch of acronyms.
It's not just that there's wrestling; it's on network
television. On USA Network, Fox, TNT. Wrestling is booming. So on Monday you got Raw. Tuesday you got right now it's nothing right now, but Tuesday they got fucking Total Divas. It's on E. Wednesday you got NXT and AEW. NXT on USA Network and AEW that's on TNT. Thursday is NXT UK, which is on WWE Network. Friday is gonna be Smackdown that's premiering on Fox. And Saturday is a whole bunch of other wrestling. Shit! I ain't gonna watch all that.
A whole bunch of other wrestling?
What does that even mean? MLW, like New Japan Wrestling, Women of Wrestling. I'm saying a whole bunch of other wrestling.
That's crazy.
You have a variety.
Damn.
I can't keep up with all that shit.
Too many options.
ESPN covered that shit, so ESPN's legit about to have a wrestling division at this point.
What?
It's coming. You can tell. You can tell it's swaying that way.
Right now, Fox got the juice now because they're having what's going on in FS1. They're gonna have their own inside the NFL, inside the NBA type of shit called WWE Backstage with Renee Young and Booker T. I remember talking smack. That was like the inside the NBA for wrestling fans. So now they got their own set and shit where they could just be kind of more loose and real and shit like that. Man, I love it.
I mean, it just makes sense. You see how productive it's been for the NBA and the NFL.
Yeah.
All these post game.
They had on SmackDown. They had a show called Talking Smack, and it was on the network. And I usually just watch that shit because the wrestlers were being more loose and kind of they were blurring as their characters and themselves and shit like that. And the shit was comedy. Some characters like Miz and Baron Corbin, they were kind of more themselves. They made moments. Shit was funny. And it was just like, this is funny. And then Vince McMahon canceled it because he said it was fucked up for the company. And I was like, yeah, you stupid. That's why you need to back the fuck away.
No, but it's definitely an exciting time
for wrestling fans.
I'm just gonna wait it out because I'm still like a homecoming WWE fan at this point.
Means you only watch WrestleMania, and then just the big three. Because I can see you only watching WrestleMania, Royal Rumble, and SummerSlam.
Yeah, that's pretty much those are the three. Outside of us going last week, because I never turned down a WWE event live. I'm always down for it.
Right.
But as far as constantly tuning in, I want to give it a month to see how you and a few others talk about it.
It's too much. It's hard. It's kind of hard to explain. It's. I'm telling you, it's hard. It's gonna be hard to even like catch up on it. Right now, I just saw fucking Bobby Lashley just make out with Lana, who's married to Rusev, and I'm just like, well, that's a BBC joke in itself. Speaking of BBC, Adele's going out with Skepta. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What happened to your share?
Yeah, there's a woman that they're dating.
Niggardry at work.
That's something I never thought I'd hear, but
that shit just random as fuck.
Hey, Adele needs to get her back blown out, man. She needs some motivation for that album. Not just Skepta on the fucking Adele album.
That would be strange.
Who knows?
It's wild, but it's not the craziest ever.
Yeah, it's not because she's ratchet. She's low key.
Thinking about it, I was like, well,
she is low key ratchet.
I remember some of the craziest ones. Like Flavor Flav and that one chick.
Yeah, that was the essence of Flavor of Love.
Yeah, or
Michael Jackson and Lisa Marie Presley,
or Jay Electronica getting in with fucking
the
royalty.
Not what was her name?
I don't know, but she's worth $1 billion.
Yeah,
that's royalty in my eyes.
The Illuminati family and shit. Yeah, the Rosenthal's or whatever their names are.
Yeah. Who else is there? There's a bunch of.
There's another random one that was like, what? Man, it was the top of my head. I saw them. I hella saw them. Oh, fucking Angelina Jolie and fucking Billy Bob Thornton.
Oh, yeah, that was weird.
That was random. Fucking.
Well, yeah, that was weird.
That was weird and random. There's a whole bunch. I'm trying to think. Someone else was just. I see them and then they just evaporate. Oh,
yeah, there's been a lot.
And within Hollywood.
Oh, remember
weird shit.
The chick in Star Wars, the one with the purple hair? Baron Davis was dating her, remember?
And the purple hair.
Yeah, remember the one that it was in the last one and she died?
In the last one and she died.
Yeah, she had the purple hair. Fuck. Older lady. Baron Davis was dating her.
Older lady. Oh, you talking chick from Jurassic Park? She's from. Oh, yeah, you never seen Jurassic Park?
The wrong motherfucker to ask me.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about
shit.
now. I know what you're talking about.
Who?
The Dr. Sadler. The chick.
Serious? The blonde chick?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Baron Davis was going out with her?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
shit.
random.
Good job.
Good job on that one. I was like, what are you doing? Speaking of Jurassic Park, they're coming back. Doc Sam Neill, purple hair girl, and
Purple.
I forgot her name. And what's his name? Jeff Goldblum for Jurassic World.
Laura Dern.
There you go. Yeah, Laura Dern. Yeah, that was random.
What was the character's name in Star Wars? Let's see.
It was fucking. She dead now.
Doesn't matter. You still gotta know the character's name.
Yeah, it's been a while. I just remember they was like they thought Leia and them were lesbians.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what else happened? Some other shit happened. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention when it comes to Kanye. Kanye settled with UMG. So I guess he got his masters back, or I guess he's out. I don't know. Even when he could drop an album freely. I was
gonna say, what the fuck does that even mean?
I don't know. He settled.
All right.
Admiral Holdo.
Yeah.
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 She had purple. Yeah, purple hair. She died.
Yeah. She died in a gangster way though. When she went to hyperdrive and blew that shit up, up the fucking. That was the most gangster shit ever. I was like, oh, I remember when it happened. It just got silent. Everyone in the theater was like, oh shit.
Yeah, Baron was hitting that.
Oh, now I remember.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Now I remember.
Yeah. Anything else?
Let's see. I think there's one more thing I want to get into.
Oh, I got something I want to ask you. Have any of y'all ever been ghosted by a chick before?
Yep. Plenty of times.
It's happened.
Yeah, it's happened because I was watching this shit on MTV called
Bounce
Ghost. I know, Bounce Back. I watched this show on MTV called Ghosted. And it's starring a chick from The Bachelorette and some other white boy, and they just follow people that are trying to track down people that ghosted them and shit like that. I saw one.
Why?
That's just asking for.
Hey man,
seriously.
Problems.
Hey man, some of it is friendships. I can understand friendship. This other one was just a complete definition of why you don't track them down, and this shit was funny to me.
Was it like on some stalker shit or
No. So this chick was dating some guy she met on Tinder and shit, right? And then, so then after that, they were dating for a few months or whatever, and then he just ghosted her, stopped talking to her, and I guess she started falling for him. So then, they started tracking him down, they started meeting other chicks that know this dude, and he was like, oh yeah, I dated him for a few months, and after that, he just disappeared, and I was like, oh, so I know where this is going. So I just fast forward, they finally found him, and he's like, oh yeah, we're calling you because so-and-so wants to look for you. And he was like, who? First he was like, who? And I was like, oh damn. It's like, oh, so-and-so. And he was just like, really? Y'all calling me for this shit? She wants to confront you. And he was just like, hi, whatever. So shows up and they're sitting together, and he just has this annoyed look on his face like, why the fuck am I here? And she starts like, yeah, you were talking to me and you were saying how much you like me and da-da-da. He was like, man, I was drunk when I was talking to you.
I was just trying to fuck.
Pretty much. That's pretty much what he was saying. Like, I was high when I was saying that. Like, you were saying I was a great person. Like, I don't give a damn. So then it gets to the point where he's off and shit. And why did you ghost me? I ghosted you because it's the easiest thing to do. He's like, when I quit my job, you think I put in my 2 weeks notice? No. I just walk out.
I gotta hit that one more time.
And I've been waiting, baby.
When he said that, I paused and laughed my ass off. So then he gets even more disrespectful. So at the end, they have to like text each other, like the final say, do you want to make up or you want to ghost? So obviously she was gonna ghost. So she sent her results. So then it zooms in on his phone. This nigga's calling a fucking Uber. And they were like, you can't even fucking give her that respect. Why am I going to text you? Obviously I don't want to be here. The fuck? And he's all walking out. It's like, man, this Uber $24, man. Y'all gonna pay for this shit. Yep. And they're gonna try to make me look like the bad guy. And he starts trying to holler at the Bachelorette chick. And he was like, "You that chick on that one show that with the rose, right?" And the white boy just walked away, started laughing. She just looked at him like, "Yeah, that was me."
Shit.
That shit was hilarious, man. The show's it's like a guilty pleasure.
That is why you just accept that the game is the game when it comes to ghosting, and you move the fuck on.
Mine was
Let that
I
shit
got
go,
ghosted
man.
before. I got ghosted before. This one was weird. Usually I get mad, but this one was just weird. This is a chick I was talking to, and I guess she's like a fan of the podcast or whatever, right? And we were kind of hitting it off and talking and shit. And I thought we were getting serious. Like for Christmas, she bought me like a fucking vinyl, like a Thriller and Michael's and Kendrick's Damn, like a vinyl, like shit, like a whole vinyl set. And I know. So I'm thinking, oh shit, I was like, all right. So I'm thinking we're about to like kick it more and shit. And she lived in LA, so she was always going back and forth in Frisco and all this other shit. So one time I thought we were gonna like catch up or some shit, like meet up. So I called her like, "Oh, you about to come through?" And she was like, "Yeah, send me your address." I'm like, all right, send her my address. Waited 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. She never showed up. And I kid you not, that was the last time I ever heard from her. And when I say she ghosted, I thought she blocked my number. She changed her number. I tried looking for her on Facebook, like on the computer on Facebook. I couldn't find her on Facebook. Couldn't find her on Instagram. She was just gone. To this day, I don't know what happened to her. Vanished.
You know when I learned the game was the game? When I got ghosted by a chick, and I was actually feeling it, and I was like, damn. Then I ran into her friend, and was like, damn, what happened? And she's like, you tell me, because I ain't heard from her. I was like, oh,
so she ghosted you too.
So I was like, so at that point,
you did.
At that point, I was 19 or 20, one of the two. At that point, that's when I realized, don't take this shit personal. The game is the game, and you just keep it moving after that.
Yeah.
It sucks. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah,
like, it definitely sucks because you're confused. Because you're like, damn, I invested all this time.
Yeah.
Now you're starting to feel like,
it's like, wait, what? What just happened? What?
Yeah. You start self-conscious about yourself and like, wait, what could I have done?
Yeah.
No, at that point, you're just like,
fuck it.
All right. People come and go. That's fine. But I'm still here.
You learn.
But on the show, they were following like friendships that were cool for like since they were kids.
Well,
and
that
all
makes sense.
Shit. That's the one. That's the one I'm talking about. Not just relationships. It's like friendships, and then they just vanished.
But even sometimes those are good to just let go.
Yeah, know sometimes, man.
Oh yeah, sometimes are good. But if you like grew up with this person for like the longest time, and then they just vanished on you for no reason for some petty shit, that shit's fucked up. That shit's sad. I know, but it's interesting to watch.
No, I mean, I get you.
Yeah,
like from afar, but I mean, me, if I was in that situation personally,
because I've had friends do that to me.
Take it easy.
That shit's like great. Like when you can feel them. Yeah.
And the thing of it too is it sounds cold.
Oh, it is.
It's just when the older you get, it's just you realize what you want to put your energy towards. And I don't want to put my energy towards something I didn't cause. Yeah. I didn't burn that bridge.
Right.
You did. So why am I wasting
for no reason?
You burned the bitch.
If you're not getting that energy back, it's like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I get you. It was just interesting when I was watching the show.
No. When you brought up the fact that it goes into friendships, okay, now it definitely sounds interesting.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, they had a few episodes dealing with friendships and shit. That's the one I like. When I saw the Tinder one, I knew exactly what was gonna happen.
Oh yeah,
that shit was funny. When he got to call an Uber, that shit was hilarious.
Is that all right? I have to ask because a lot of these shows be fake as fuck, right? Is that shit like actually real or
doesn't matter?
It kind of does.
Don't matter to me.
It's MTV.
It kind of does. Because if that's that fake bullshit.
It's from the creators.
But you gotta understand.
It's like MTV, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
but you gotta understand. Everything on TV is scripted to a certain degree.
That's true. You're right.
So especially with the camera angles and shit. Yeah. And this is from the same people who make Catfish, and that show's still going on.
See, all right, you said enough right there.
Yeah, that show's
because the thing is, I've told people plenty of times. I'm like, can you imagine if they actually just put cameras on and just said we're gonna do this? It'd be a fucking clusterfuck of shows. Like you wouldn't even want to. You wouldn't want to watch after the second episode because you're like, fam, there's no point to this. They're just doing shit. You have to have a storyline. Everything has to follow.
I just don't understand how. And some of those Catfish stories are real. I'll just be at this point like, how could you? If they're telling you, oh, I can't FaceTime, I can't do this. It's like we are in 2019. Yeah. If you can't FaceTime with your fucking iPhone or a phone or a computer, and they'll come up with every excuses, that person is just.
If you tell me you can't FaceTime, I'm just going to assume that you broke.
Or you a man.
And I'm allergic to broke motherfuckers right now because you can't do nothing for me at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and if they fucking
and I'm only talking about people I'm interested in. I'm not like, you know what I'm saying?
remember that one episode.
Boys and girls, and we kicking it. I'm talking about. I'm just saying, if you looking for somebody in that realm, there ain't much you can do for something like. That's my first inclination.
I remember someone got
broke. Okay.
I remember when somebody got
for you too.
Yeah,
I remember one episode of Catfish where some chick got catfished by someone who claimed they were Bow Wow. That was funny.
Fam, you guys seen that episode?
Oh, it's on YouTube. That shit was hilarious.
I didn't say I want to go.
And it ended up being a dyke.
You have the responsibility to send me that episode.
No. Yeah, it was a dyke too. That's what made it funnier. So she ended up being young M.A. Oh shit!
Wouldn't there be some shit though? Like
they have celebrities on there that people pose as celebrities, and they're thinking they're talking to somebody, and then ends up being someone else.
Just ignore blue check marks at this point. All right.
Yes.
All right, dog.
It's funny, and they be saying, "Oh, this is my burner account," but I really am fucking shit.
To me, people willingly put themselves in the position to
try to think of a name. I really am Beyonce.
Cool. Here's my number.
Oh shit!
And then you talk to them.
Easy.
And then what made it worse was that she's like, "Oh, I was on the phone with Bow Wow."
Wow.
Did she play the excerpts from the songs?
I don't know, man.
That would have been some shit.
Man,
talking like Bumblebee and shit. Just fucking pieces of songs.
They'll just be looking at them like, what? Anyway, speaking of looking at them like,
I just want to hold you down.
Stupid. Speaking of looking at them like, let's talk about power.
Real quick.
$2 million. Can you make $2 million in 1 week? 2 days?
I mean, you can. That's not the question, though. Can you produce $2 million out of drug money with not having the proper connects and being on pretty much consignment the entire time and do that within 24 hours?
Just so you know, people, I actually caught up. And it didn't make me as mad as I thought I'd be. Because I think JC kind of told me everything in advance. So I think I took all the logic out and just watched it for what it is. And when you watch it for what it is, fuck it.
There's nothing logical about that shit right now.
There's nothing logically about this show. They are just writing shit and just hoping it sticks. And it's entertaining. It's entertainment. I can tell you that.
So Larissa watched the last episode with me.
And what did she say?
I just kept looking at her like I swear this used to be better than Empire at one point. I promise you it was.
It still kind of is.
She was just
looking at what Empire looks like now.
Ugh. We talk about Terrence Howard.
No, let's talk about power.
No,
why'd you bring it up?
No.
Ah, shit, you gonna play that shit, aren't you?
Damn right.
Ah, shit.
Did you see Terrence Howard?
Did you hear about what he said? He showed it to me on the way to Smackdown.
No.
I was thinking we should make that the intro, but we're here now.
All right, so
first he has braids on the show. I don't know how that's happening.
Do you want to see his braids?
Wait, what?
Yeah, well, it's not braids. It's
dreads.
He has full-fledged dreads. Do you want to see the dreads?
Oh God, yeah.
You don't have a choice.
So. I kind of want to see it anyway.
I was gonna show you anyway.
Just to be like, ugh.
Those are the dreads.
Looking like Future.
I want this to be the cover so
bootleg
bad.
Bob Marley looking ass motherfucker.
I just want this to be the cover so bad.
Yeah, that's the cover. Without a question, it don't even gotta make sense. That's the fucking cover right there.
But this is Terrence Howard talking at the Emmys.
Yeah, turn that shit up.
As soon as I get the sound working right, or is the sound just fucked up on here? Sounds all the way up, but it's fucked up. Let me find another one.
Shit.
No, we gonna play this.
You gonna hear this?
Because this was some shit I looked at Boogie and I was like, what the hell is he talking about?
Why'd you have to ask me about what the fuck he's talking about?
I thought you had the answers.
Does Sway got the answers?
No. That's what I thought you did.
Hey man, Busby don't bullshit last I heard.
Yeah.
Damn right I don't.
Then what the fuck?
No,
where are these answers at?
No, Terrence Howard be bullshitting. I don't know what kind of crack he be smoking.
Well, I mean, he is kind of rich, so yeah.
I thought you found it already.
I did. The volume's not working.
Oh damn! So I guess that's a sign from God to don't play that bullshit.
Never mind. I found out why. It's connected to my power beats. We can fix that. We can fix that real quick. All right, here we go. Back on fold.
You made huge headlines when you said after you complete these 15 episodes of Empire, you got to walk away for a while or forever.
For good. I mean, everyone keeps trying to tell me don't say it's forever, but I spent 37 years pretending to be people so that people can pretend to watch and enjoy what I'm doing when I've made some discoveries in my own personal life with the science that Pythagoras was searching for. I was able to open up the flower of life properly and find the real wave conjugations that we've been looking for 10,000 years. Why would I continue, walking on water for tips when I've got an entire generation to teach a whole new world?
That's a big remark.
That's a big remark. Because he knew what the fuck he was talking about, nigga.
Let me put it this way. All energy in the universe is expressed in motion. All motion is expressed in waves. All waves are curved. So where does the straight lines come from to make the platonic solids? There are no straight lines. So when I took the flower of life and opened it properly, I found a whole new wave conjugations that expose the in-between spaces. It's the thing.
Yo, fam.
God damn, nigga.
Whatever he was smoking, woo! Martine, it is your responsibility to find out what that was. I want that.
Same here. Shit.
I want some of that. Okay.
I was just gonna say I might have to retract my previous statement.
When that motherfucker,
he wasn't no bootleg Bob Marley. He was just the next generation.
When that motherfucker brought up Pythagoras
theorem,
Pythagoras, I was like, all right, now we okay. All right.
Remember, this was the guy. This guy was turned down all that money because he didn't want to be an Iron Man too.
Well, now it's easy to understand why he's talking like this.
That's, okay, power.
Vontaze Perfect hit him?
Yeah. Shit. Mans is the TV Antonio Brown at this point.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
cost himself all that money.
Anyway, power.
Shit.
Let's get back to power.
That
does kind of make sense compared to what the fuck
shit's not logical, and you can do anything you want.
And Tyreek's probably going to get his.
To an extent. You can do whatever you want in this series now, and that's fine.
How many more episodes we got left before the break? Like 3?
Got 4? 5 more.
5 more.
Then we got a break.
Shit.
Still got 5 more.
Feel bad.
No, break. I'm thinking until the break. So
still got 5 more. Then we got a break. Then you got 5 more after that.
I have a feeling like
10 more altogether.
Martine had a theory about what was going to happen. Why don't you tell the theory?
Oh, okay. So the theory is, what was the theory again?
He's pretty much going to be 6'9".
Oh yeah, basically Tariq is 6'9". That's pretty much what I think is going to happen.
He's going to snitch, and the final betrayal, he's going to snitch on everybody.
Yeah, he's going to get caught up and be on trial and snitch on everybody involved and shit. And mind you, I don't watch this fucking show, but based off of what everyone's telling me, that shit looks like, it feels like it's going to fit.
And then when Tariq gets out of jail, gets out of it, Ghost is gonna kill him.
Oh yeah, or somebody. Yeah. Somebody gonna kill him.
And that's how it ends. That's how power ends.
Because
Ghost is gonna see his own son die in his arms.
Yeah, that would be some shit, huh?
And that's how the big. And then he's just gonna be left in shame. Tommy's dead.
The final betrayal.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. That makes sense. That'd be the only way for Ghost. He dies with being alone. His son's dead. His daughter's gone. His wife is gone. His best friend is gone. That would be the perfect way for the show to end.
But I did say that Boots was going to kill him, though. You forgot about that.
Yeah, Kendrick Lamar. Yeah.
Kendrick's going to come back and kill him.
And that'll be his only cameo.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway.
They just do whatever they want in this damn series now, and that's fine. That's
what I'm saying.
I'm not upset with it, but
bring Kendrick back for one more episode, the final one.
Just for that.
You know what Yeah.
That'd be like Omar.
He could be in there for like 5 seconds.
I really hate that. I really hate Tariq, man. I really hate that, man. Just to let y'all know. I hate that nigga.
Calm down, 50.
Shit.
I really hate that guy.
I just saw someone's gonna make Martine say, damn.
Ah, shit.
Want to know who Mambasita's teammate is?
Who is it?
Zebo's daughter.
Shut the fuck up. Is she like kind of
built like Zebo?
Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, but what's my next question?
Can she? If you're asking, can she hoop? She's
nah. At that point, it don't even matter if she can hoop. Can she be the enforcer?
She's bullying these girls.
Needs.
She's bullying these girls.
See,
fam,
bro, that's all I need to hear. All right,
fam,
that's another championship,
fam. That's who Zebo's daughter is getting coached by Kobe.
Yeah, man, that's bad.
God damn.
I saw Shaq's daughter and she was looking high as fuck too, like tall as fuck, man.
Oh, Nike's they're just waiting for her and Sharif to be in NBA and WNBA at the same time so they can run that marketing.
You see that picture?
You never know though,
Chris
because
Paul?
Shaq was talking about buying Reebok.
He
buys Reebok, you know who he's going to sign like right away. You know what I mean?
I'm seeing that picture of Chris Paul walking with that OKC jersey, and I'm hearing "Hello, darkness, my real friend."
Yep.
I mean, it's not the first time he wore an OKC jersey,
but still, this is sad to look at.
Yeah.
Anyway, anything else?
I don't mind it.
I'm good for this week.
Yeah, me too. This is episode 151.
2.
152 The Illogical Sense Podcast. You can always follow me on the Twitter at Mr. Busby 4 lowercase 08. You can follow the podcast at TLogical SP. You can always follow us on Instagram at The Illogical Sense, and of course on the Facebook.
Give me a hell yeah!
Of course, on all social media, JC No. I had an excursion in San Francisco, so there was no playlist this week, and I wasn't even going to try to fake the funk.
No point. Don't blame me.
Oh well.
I was out 2 nights in San Francisco. Fuck them playlists.
I'm beat.
It's like everybody said, fuck them kids, fuck them songs.
Fuck them songs.
But it'll be back this week. We're back on.
That's what's up.
And Martine?
You can follow me at Beats Be Killing Them on every social media platform and search Venomous, spelled VNMS, and stream them shits, man. I need more money. I need more money. Even though it's just like pennies at a time and shit. Less than.
Money is
you know
money.
what I mean? But money nonetheless. Money nonetheless.
Alrighty, so did it drop? No, did not drop. So
No.
That's why Martine and I confused, fam.
No. I saw something. I'm doing it for the people. I was just a character. Like, did it drop? Nope.
No.
Yeah. So do y'all think Jesus is King gonna drop?
No.
And we out this bitch.
Iverson is top 25.
And Kobe Bryant is the greatest of all time. Better put some respect on his name.